tonight's live, you missed a classic live. You missed a classic live. Listen, um, today on the docket, we got, we gonna go and get him the donkey of the last 2 months. Bricc, baby, being treated, being ethered by GMK, who is a ATK affiliate. He's a rapper. He's known. He's been around. He's been on Vlad TV. He got numerous songs. He got songs with a lot of popping uh, rappers from the South. You know, I'm a Florida boy, so you know, I knew of GMK. You know what I'm saying? He got songs with Glock 9, stuff like that. Songs with Young and Ace. You know what I mean? Um, he lit. He lit in the South. You know what I mean? And he got on live with Bricc Baby. Bricc Baby apologized, and it was like uh, some insults being thrown around. Um, we're gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna give too much away my opinion on the whole situation, but we're gonna talk about it. Also, what we got? What we got? Let's see what else we got. You know, I'll be writing it down. I gotta write it down nowadays, y'all. Not that if I take this out. Let's see. Make sure my sound. I was just the other live. That's my sound be acting up a little bit, so y'all gotta let me know, man. That shit was tripping. That shit was tweaking. So, but it ain't, I don't know what it is though. You know what I mean? Like my phone, this shit brand new, this iPhone, so I don't know what it is. But just let me know. Um, we got Young Thug Judge being removed from the trial. Everybody happy about that. We got Cameron and Mase going hard on Jay Prince. Shout out to my girl Tamara Jackson, aka Peanut. We got Cameron and Mase going hard on Jay Prince. Listen, they flame Jay Prince ass, and I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into why was they going at Jay Prince? How did they get into this situation? You know what I mean? If y'all know who Jay Prince is like the gangster overlord of Texas. It used to be of the South, you know what I mean? But as these young bulls that came up in the game, you know, Jay Prince's power is shrinking, because he getting older, and his younger dudes is new players in the game. You know what I mean? And these young bulls, they ain't on that all that OG. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, look, these boys got money, they got motion, and you know they ain't really on that like that no more. We gonna get into why they got into it though, cause it's crazy how they got into it. We got Trap City, dog. Shout out to X-Man Rico. X-Man Rico went to Trap City, and he interviewed the alleged killer of Bloodhound Lil Jeff, and two of his affiliates, two of the Trap City homies, the brothers. And they got to talking about the situation with Bloodhound Lil Jeff, how the beef started, how they feel about Bloodhound Lil Jeff, how close the families are. You know what I mean? Like Bloodhound Lil Jeff daddy is from Trap City. You know what I'm saying? Like when you listen to them tell the story of how they got into it and what was the beef about, it's like, oh man, Lil Jeff. Now that's just only one side of it, but we gonna entertain that. Shout out to X-Man Rico for going over there and getting us that exclusive so we could know more about the situation. Shout out to Slick Puller, my main man, Puller Talk Real Slick. Hit that like button on your way in. Also, we got BOOKA600 brother, Runte. I'm gonna call his ass Runche. You know what I mean? We got BOOKA600 brother Runche. You know what I mean? He came out. He came out his cocoon. And we're gonna talk about it. And Marita Boy's response to Runche. You know what I mean? Runche. His name Runche. I'm gonna call him Runche. You know what I mean? He came out. He likes men. He likes menses. You know what I mean? Men's. You know what I'm saying? But this is BOOKA600's brother. And if you know who BOOKA600 is, this is Dirk's best friend, y'all. You know what I mean? Like BOOKA600 is Dirk's best bestest friend. And Ranjay, Ranjay, that is BOOKA600's brother. And he came out. He emerged. Now he told everybody, listen, we're gonna go over X-Men, we're gonna drop that too. Listen, my response to Ranjay coming out and announcing to the world that he is a village people, my response is gonna shock you. My response is gonna shock you. But it's also the devil's in the details, right? And we're gonna talk about that too as well when it comes to Ranjay, BOOKA600's brother. What else we got? What else we got? We got some more stuff. I know I got some stuff. I don't know, but I'll figure it out as I go. But I got a lot of stuff though. Shout out to my girl TM Bowens. So what we're going to get into first, we're going to give people time enough to get in here. I don't like to get to the real juicy stuff, the stuff that we came here for until a little bit into the live. Because if you get into it early, then when the people come in the live, they be like, they want to talk about the stuff that we talked about at the beginning. So I like to have a little warm-up videos, things to go over topics. And then we get into the meat and potatoes. So what we're going to get into first is, we're going to get into Judge Glanville on the Young Thug trial being removed off the case. And then we're going to keep on going. Give people time enough to get in here.
By a judge outside of that of Judge Glanville that he is now recused. I have literally just got over the motion now, and I'm going to go over it with you myself bit by bit. Starting first with the finding of facts. We all know what the facts were. There was an ex parte meeting. One of the parties, that being all of the defense attorneys, were not present for this meeting with Kenneth Copeland. Judge Glanville, along with the prosecution and Kenneth Copeland's attorney, had this in-chambers meeting talking about him pleading the fifth for about four pages. So about four or so pages, just the facts as we remember them. This meeting happened. Glanville went back and forth deciding, is this person going to testify? You cannot plead the fifth. The prosecution, as we saw the transcripts that were later released, kept pressing. You've got immunity. You cannot be prosecuted for this in any way, shape, or form, and that means you have to testify. Ultimately, that meeting was not expressed in detail to the defense until Brian Steele, the defense attorney for Young Thug, raised this issue. Following that, multiple defense attorneys filed motions for recusal. Now, moving on to the facts and going to the law. The legal framework for what a recusal requires. There are three criteria that needs to happen. Those being, the motion needs to be timely, needs to be supported by an affidavit, and the facts alleged need to show that a recusal might be warranted. Now, to the first two parts, Judge Glanville himself said that this is timely. When the defense found an issue, they brought it up. The second part, he said that there's an affidavit that was filed. Good. But the reason why Judge Glanville himself said that he's denying a recusal is because he argued that the facts alleged did not warrant a recusal, that they did not meet that threshold. However, he ultimately passed this case on to another judge, and this is the judge's analysis and discussion. It's just a quick, I wouldn't even call it 2 pages. I'd call it a page and a half, if that. And the judge does start off by saying, as previously announced on the record, this motion was timely and supported by an affidavit. Already got that. But moving on to the next part. The court kind of pauses and says, you know what, it's worth noting that I'm just quoting here, that this court agrees generally with Judge Glanville's assessment of the proprietary of the meeting, that ex parte meeting, saying, okay, that's okay to happen. While the meeting could have and perhaps should have taken place in open court, kind of giving that option there, nothing about the fact of this meeting or substance discussed was inherently improper. However, and this is a big however, in his order denying defendant Kendrick's motion and in the process of making a record on July 1st, Judge Glanville added facts, provided context, questioned the veracity of the allegations, and otherwise explained his decisions and actions and argued why those actions were proper. Just going to keep going through here. While, and I'm quoting here, may be appropriate for judges to disclose information relevant to his potential recusal, Such a disclosure must be made in a way that is objective, dispassionate, and non-argumentative as possible, so that the judge is not reasonably perceived as a hostile witness or advocate. As we saw in Judge Glanville's recitation of why he was not recusing himself, he was, let's just say he was definitely a little hostile. In presenting this record as to the recusal issues and in ruling on Kendrick's motions, Judge Glanville, quote, evaluated and accepted the truth of his own factual allegations mandating his recusal. What that basically means in English, he played both witness, judge, and jury in deciding the veracity and the truthfulness of his own allegations. A judge cannot do that. That's what the Honorable Judge Rachel Krause, who was given this case to decide the recusal, ultimately decides. They continue by saying that this court has no doubt that Judge Glanville can and would continue presiding fairly over this matter if the recusal motions were denied, but, and going on to quote here, the necessity of preserving the public's confidence in the judicial system weighs in favor of excusing Judge Glanville from further handling of this case. And this is the decision. Based on the foregoing, this court hereby orders the following. 1. Defendant DeMonte Kendrick's motion for recusal, Chief Judge Urville, is granted. 2. Caleb Bumpus' motion to quash the show cause order and or for the recusal of Judge Glanville is denied as moot, meaning that it's no longer an issue, and that the defendant Jeffrey Williams' motion to disqualify or recuse Judge Glanville for all further dealings in the above referenced case as amended and supplemented is granted. The court clerk shall reassign this case using the court's case assignment procedures. This is the order of the judge as of the 15th of July for the year of 2024. That is today. What that basically means is Judge Glanville is no longer the judge in the Young Thug RICO case for any of the defendants. It will go back to the court clerk to reassign this case. This is the breaking news coming out of the Young Thug case in Georgia. All right, so now that you have that breaking news and the breakdown of that 10-page motion, but I always tell people, you know what? Don't believe the guy in the nice suit. Go and read it yourself. But that is a quick synopsis of why Judge Glanville will no longer be the judge in this case. For now, we're going to go back to recapping the Alec Baldwin case, where his case was dismissed, ultimately because of arguments that the prosecution withheld evidence. Let's listen to Seth Kenny's testimony in that hearing from Friday.
Damn, Seth Kenny. All right, so what you guys just heard was they kicked the judge off the case in the Young Thug trial. If y'all been following the Young Thug trial, they kicked him off because of the ex parte meeting that they had with Lil Woody, without notifying the defendants, any of the defendants' attorneys. We all know it's more than just Young Thug that's on trial here. And I wanna go over here about that. Okay, first of all, I'm glad they kicked his ass off. I'm glad they kicked his black ass off. For real, for real. He had a bunch of chances for this not to come to this. He was warned, told, aware, whatever you want to call it, by all of those attorneys from the defensive side of the case. Not just Brian Steele. And shout out to Brian Steele. Kudos to Brian Steele. You worth every motherfucking penny. Now, whether this case turns out in Young Thug's favor, it don't matter when I'm talking about, do I see Brian Steele in there fighting for his client? Fuck yeah. Good job, Brian Steele. You know, sometimes lawyers only can work with what the client give them to work with. You know what I mean? But from what he got to work with, he fighting that motherfucker. He done went to jail, nigga. He done went to jail, and he was right. He was motherfucking right. Judge Glanville put that man in jail and was wronger than a bitch. That go to show you. And listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Watching these pretty much true crime cases here on the internet, you know, we watched the Melly trial, and we watched a couple more trials, and now we watching the Young Thug trial. Oh, we watched, well, we really watched the BG Duck trial. They kind of had that, but we couldn't see in the courtroom. But watching these cases, you know what I'm learning more than I knew before? Man, the, the, the judicial system corrupt than a bitch. You know what I mean? Like real shit. It's corrupt. Like you don't even know. You probably got your rights violated and didn't even know. Like real shit. And they do. You know. And I'm gonna tell you how you can tell it's corrupt than a bitch because they doing this shit in front of our face. They doing this shit to famous people, people with a bag, people with the cameras rolling. They did all this. They did the similar same shit. Brady material held Brady material in the young, in the white, what the motherfucker? The white, the young men. What the motherfucker name? YNW Melly case. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we done seen this shit. We seen this shit happen. And you see what happened with the Young Thug case. Brian still told this motherfucker. This dude doubled and tripled, quadrupled down on it. And now your black ass kicked off the motherfucking what's the name? Now what that means is these people are narcissistic than a bitch. And it be an abuse of power. You know what I mean? When they get to these positions, they think they be holier than thou. They think they be above the law. Yeah. And they just be steady doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And another thing, they protect each other in these positions. You know what I mean? They protect each other. Like even though he got kicked off the case, did you hear what the other judge said? We don't have a problem. We don't think that. We think if we wouldn't have kicked him off, he still would have been able to prosecute this case fairly. Well, why you kicked him off then, motherfucker? You see what I'm saying? Y'all, it's like you kicked him off, but you're talking about he still could have prosecuted the case fairly. That's to cover him going forward, so his ass don't get kicked off the bench. That's what that is. You see how they be looking out for each other? No, he fucked up. He had a whole fucking secret meeting coercing Lil Woody to testify when Lil Woody had already said, I plead the fifth, motherfucker. I don't want to testify. Because they knew a lot of what Lil Woody said, their case hung on that. You know what I'm saying? And they really fucked their case up even worse because they let Lil Woody get up there and say, I don't recall, I don't remember, I don't know, she stank, all that shit. It would have been better just to not let Lil Woody testify than to get him on record saying all that bullshit. Contradicting himself. Lil Woody told him I lied. Lil Woody told him in the ex parte meeting that he was going to tell them that he killed Donovan Nut Thomas. You know they told Lil Woody, if you do, we're going to file you, we're going to hold you in contempt of court, and we're going to put your ass in jail for the duration of the trial. This trial might go on for a whole nother year. You got other defendants and shit. So Lil Woody would have been sent in jail just because he didn't want to testify for the duration of the trial. That's why Lil Woody got up there and said what he said. The judge them forced him to do it. And they didn't even put the motherfucking, they didn't even notify his lawyers, the defense, or anybody so they could be in there with him. And I'm going to tell you another motherfucking thing. Lil Woody say that court transcript is incomplete. I saw the lead attorney saying that Fulton County is corrupt. So yeah, man, the judicial system is corrupt like a motherfucker. At least in some places. I ain't been to jail in a long time. I ain't been in jail over 10 years. So, everything they got me for, I did it except that one time when I got possession of alcohol by a minor. I didn't do that. But the rest of the shit I did. So, I always heard about it. I always saw people getting railroaded. My homies and shit from the streets and shit like that. But I ain't never get railroaded. Not that I knew of. And that's another thing too. Let me tell y'all something, bro. A little caveat for those of us who sometimes like to operate outside of the law. Shout out to Sweet Baby Strawberry. Shout out to KL1K. If you is breaking the law, if you're going to be breaking the law, if you're going to be doing some shit that be breaking the law, you need to educate yourself on the law. I see that far too much. I see far too much. I see people breaking the law but don't know the law. Let me tell you something. When I was breaking the law, I could tell you right now, if the police stop me, I know what to say, I know what not to say, I know what to do and what not to do. That could add more charges to what I got going on. I'm telling you, you got to know these things. Okay, so case in point, just real quick here. Say you got some weed on you, right? You get pulled over, and you don't want to go to jail for the weed, right? Say you got a little bit of weed. Say you got about let's say you got an ounce. You know what I mean? Maybe you got 2 ounces. Let's say you got an ounce, 2 ounces, right? You go to, instead of you pulling over, well, say you pull over, right? The police stop you, and you feel like the police finna find this weed, right? So you decide to run, right? You run, the police catch you, they get the weed, you go to jail. By running, that's a fleeing and eluding. That's a fucking felony. That is a higher charge than you would have got if you just would have let them take you to jail for the weed. You go to jail for the weed, it's a fucking misdemeanor. You see? I know shit like that. So if you gonna give it for the weed, just take it for the weed. I ain't finna run, get tased, get bit by a fucking canine, and get a fucking felony. I'ma just go to jail for the weed. You see? A lot of these things that people don't know. You know what I mean? When you try to get rid of the weed, even if you try to get rid of the weed, like say you try to throw it away or throw it out the door and try to eat it like I done did before, that's destruction of evidence. That's a fucking felony. You would have came out better just letting them catch you with the weed. I'm just trying to tell you, a lot of people don't know these things. Sometimes it's better not to run. Sometimes it's better just go to jail because the charge that you got, it ain't as bad as it gonna be if you attempt to run or flee or whatever. Hit that like button, We're gonna keep on going though. Judge Glanville got kicked out of the case. Good. Do this mean Young Thug coming home? No. You gotta understand this too. It's a new judge coming in, and the judge coming in gonna be probably gonna want to make a statement. You know what I mean? Probably gonna want to, make their name on this case as well. So, I mean, it might would have been better for them to leave Judge Glanville on that motherfucker, so when they filed an appeal, they could have, had that issue to bring up. But all in all, it's a good thing because it's a better chance that Thug will get a fair trial because we could clearly see that Judge Glanville was biased than a bitch. And let's be honest with you, honest about this too. This case is political as well. You know what I mean? Young Thug them had a lot of shit going on allegedly, but this case is political. It's a lot of people that want to make their careers politically off of putting Young Thug in jail. Fonnie Willis, you know what I mean? And a lot of these people that's involved too. Judge Glanville actually missed a golden opportunity because let's not act like these judges do not make their careers as well off these high-profile cases as well. Just a little caveat, the judge in the Casey Anthony case, Judge Belvin Perry, he actually retired after the case. And full disclosure, Judge Belvin Perry is my cousin, is my blood cousin. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, Marita got some motherfucking, I'm a family big around this bitch while y'all be talking that bullshit now. You know what I mean? Judge Belvin Perry, the judge that did the Casey Anthony case, that's my blood cousin. You know what I mean? So don't fuck with me, yo. You know what I mean? But anyway, he retired after the case and went to making books and speeches and shit like that. Marco Miro, the prosecutor, he retired as well, went into private practice. Jose Baez, Casey Anthony's attorney, he actually got propelled to stardom. If you remember, now Jose Baez actually did the Tory Lanez appeal, or doing the Tory Lanez appeal. You know what I mean? So a lot of people make their careers off these high-profile cases when it comes to the lawyers and the judges and all type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So just pay attention to that. This judge fucked up. You know you done fucked up, don't you? Yeah, hey, look, Ghost Power said if you running for some grades, you grow up. But that's what it be though, Ghost Power, Powder. It be a lot of young people. It be a lot of young people that don't know. You know what I mean? You got to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of times people make the cases worse than what they was gonna be. I'm telling you some real shit now. They make it worse. You know what I mean? Shit. All right, let's move on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. Whew, my bad, y'all. What the fuck is here? Okay. Pause that there. All right, all right, all right. Next, we're going to Cameron and Mase, Ethering, um, Jay Prince. Listen, so
those live rounds then onto the set. How do we know it's Hannah versus?
where the fuck that came from? Hold on. Okay, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. That shit that could come up off there, right? Yeah. I can take that one off. What the fuck this shit? Oh, I know this one, man. It's this one. Yeah, that's about it. All right. So next we're gonna go to Cameron and Mase, Ether and Jay Prince. And I'm gonna tell you how they got here. Y'all hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Um, Let me tell you how they got here. So it's a boxer called Shakur Stevenson. He's pretty good, young boy. Um, Jay Prince is his manager. He's signed to Jay Prince. If y'all don't know, Jay Prince is the CEO of Rap A Lot Records. But he also is into boxing. He's been in boxing a long time. Um, I think he had Floyd Mayweather at one point, early on in Floyd Mayweather's career. Um, but he's mostly known as a music CEO, a mogul, um, the boogeyman of hip hop. Um, a lot of people respect Jay Prince. He's actually Jay Prince definitely got something to do with Drake's career. I think Jay Prince Jr. discovered Drake, brought him to his daddy, and I think him and his daddy brokered a deal for Drake to be signed to Young Money. So when Kendrick made that reference in the rap beef, he say, "I heard you was signed to that nigga, who signed to that nigga." That's what he was talking about. Jay Prince Jr., Baby, Slim, and Lil Wayne all at one point were eating off of Drake. All five of these motherfuckers, and Universal, if you want to count that. Now I mean, but since I think Drake is signed directly to Universal at this point, but they still probably make money off Drake's old earlier works and stuff like that, earlier music stuff like that. But they got into it with Jay Prince because Cameron and Mase were critiquing Shakur Stevenson's boxing match that he had the weekend before last, right? And they were saying that Shakur Stevenson's boxing match was boring. People were saying it was boring. People saying that he wasn't throwing punches. He won the boxing match, but it was boring. It was like, they call them pillow hands. You know what I mean? But this is what they do. They critique sports. You know what I mean? They talk about hip hop sometimes, but they really do sports. That's really what they do here. Cameron and Mase podcast, it is what it is. They do sports. And when they gave their take on the Shakur Stevenson's fight, Shakur Stevenson got mad, told him strap up, told him put the gloves on. You know, he went to sending threats and shit like that. So let me tell you something about Cameron and Mase. They two are the smoothest clap back brothers I ever seen. Real shit. They really know how to clap back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they alphas. they ain't going for anything. They're not going for anything, and they know how to clap back. You know what I mean? They comfortable in their own skin, um, and they good at it. So Jay Prince came and spoke out, and we gonna get into what was said by Jay Prince, and we gonna get into Cameron and Mace's response. And I'm gonna tell you, it was classic. So let's listen.
A lot of comments were made, and so I definitely want you guys' response to what people had to say. So first, we're going to start with Jay Prince. So he had a message for both of you guys after the comments.
You had a message for who?
For you and for you. Both of y'all.
For me?
Hold on. Street Baby Strawberry say my friend's daughter got jumped by 8 girls. She hopped in her car and ran them over. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like she made it immerse. Hit that like button. Ghost Pride 07 say, you think they gonna mistrial and start over like Melly? Hell no. No, they not gonna mistrial and start over the Melly. You know why? Boy, Young Thug trial, that shit took a lot of money to get started. Like, you know, they got a bunch of defendants. It ain't just it's Yak Gotti, it's like a bunch of them. Like, you remember the lawyers was complaining that they didn't even want to do the case because they wasn't getting paid enough money to defend these guys. The public defenders, remember, they was talking about they'll go broke defending these guys. You know what I mean? For the amount of time that they was gonna spend on the case and the amount of money that they getting paid. They didn't want a lot of public defenders didn't want to take these cases. So do I think they're gonna start over? Hell no. Listen, whatever the outcome gonna be on this case, gonna be it. Because it's too much money involved in this case. I mean, in the duration of the case. Like, this case still may go on for a whole another year. Listen, I don't even cover the Young Thug case because it's just so fucking boring. The only two people covering that motherfucker is shout out to Seti Nash and the Cuff Boys. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, nigga, every fucking day just blah, blah. Thank God for Lil Woody. Lil Woody was the most entertaining part of the whole fucking case, other than when everybody was passing off drugs, alley-ooping drugs in the case at the beginning of the case. You know what I mean? Real shit. So, no, I don't think they're gonna mistrial the Thug case. If they do, it's gonna be it. I don't think they're gonna retry this motherfucker. Not Fulton County. Not the motherfuckers who got the jail that's falling apart. Man, it was one dude in Fulton County that was eaten alive by bed bugs in his cell. He died. Nigga, Funny Willis, between Funny Willis stealing all Fulton County taxpayer money and giving it to that gargoyle looking ass side nigga of hers, they done threw the rest of it into this prosecuting Young Thug so that Funny Willis can use it as a political football to get to motherfucking Washington. We all know that's what's gonna happen here, or what she's trying to what she's trying to go with this here. So I don't think they're gonna mistrial it. I think they're gonna prosecute Thug ass no matter what, and I think Thug gonna have to fight his chances back on appeal. And he got a good goddamn lawyer, Brian Steele, and they done put a lot of, and they done created a lot of grounds for mistrial in this case. So I think that's what Thug best outcome gonna be.
Yeah.
Specifically.
There go Mase
So
and Cam.
I definitely want you guys' response to what people had to say. So first, we're going to start with Jay Prince. So he had a message for both of you guys after the comments.
You had a message for who?
For you and for you. Both of y'all.
For me? Yeah.
Specifically. Because he added y'all. Jay Prince has a message for both of y'all with your comments after what you guys had to say about Shakur. He said numbers don't lie, haters do. Let their haters say that he's boring and nobody wants to watch him. Sorry to tell you, it's just a select few of you haters. As you can see, there's proof that he has the #1 ratings in any fight on ESPN this year, the top 3 ratings since 2022. To all of you haters who want to escalate that hate outside of the ring, I'm Shakur's manager and I handle all his business outside of the ring. In other words, Cam and Mase, I will fade all his shots and take all bets.
Yeah, chill. I got this one. I got this one.
All right, good.
I got this one. You gonna take all his phase and take all his shots and you handle everything out the ring. Alright. So then we talking to you then, alright? We starting with you. Since you the big homie, we starting with you. That's how it goes around here. I wanna just start off by saying you are so lacking self-awareness. When you give such a lackluster performance and then you think you can make threats to people because you gave a lackluster performance, pause. You don't have the right to tell me what I should like or to tell Cam what he should like. That's not your place. Art is subjective, right? So if art is subjective and I don't like something, you can't really get mad at us because we don't like something. And you're standing there with two Hall of Fame boxers that are constantly letting their hands go. So I think is crazy that Andre Ward let his hands go. Terrence Crawford definitely let his hands go. And then you walk out with these boxers and you don't tell the next guy to let his hands go. This is a lapse of judgment. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. The way you talk it, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. For real. All that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mase, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mase, listen. Around here, we don't send niggas to do nothing for us. We don't pay niggas to handle our problems. You gotta put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Nah, this is where the game got messed up. When young niggas started sending old niggas out, and just cause this little ignorant nigga got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. This is a problem, Jay Prince, and I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're 60 years old and you trying to be a street nigga, you failed. You failed. I'm telling you this, and I stand. My name is Mase. I stand by this message.
See,
That's the murder.
that's what I'm talking about with you right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's
You can't be 60 years old still trying to be a street nigga
I
killer.
know they just don't know you like that. They don't know you like that. I know that. I think real quick though. I think Jay Prince, he said it. He said it. I just don't even figure out what the fuck. I don't know what the slang mean. I don't know what the things in the bet, but I take the bet. Whatever the bet, I like that, murder.
Yeah, I mean, because when you think about it, right?
Yes, I know. She got more.
Yeah, I mean, when you think, because I just was with Kanye a while ago, and we called Jay Prince on FaceTime. So he was like, y'all getting together good. So I don't even know why he would come at me with that energy. You know what I'm saying? I felt really disrespected by him. There's certain people you're supposed to come at like that. And I'm not one of them.
Well, let me ask you a couple questions since we're here. I'm gonna get on my broadcast shit. So, murder. How do you feel him coming at yourself and Cameron and didn't say anything to Kendrick Lamar about the Drake situation? Because anytime Drake has a problem, it seems like he runs and tell niggas, yo, Puff, yo, niggas, Drake, niggas,
Yeah,
niggas. How do you feel
do you feel? I mean, I want you to answer, but how do you feel about him calling you and your partner out and didn't say anything about that?
You said something really profound. He said something to Puff, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said nothing to Kendrick.
Right.
He said something, and I know you're gonna elaborate about this later. He said something to the dudes in New York, but that didn't really go over well.
As far as what?
Whatever kid that was that got the chain taken.
Right.
And then you're gonna talk about all this. I'm gonna let you talk about it more in detail, but he didn't say nothing to Whack. Like, it's like, so when you come talking to me, I feel like you're very selective. This is exactly what I meant last week when I was talking about street niggas being selective. They got selections of who they think they're gonna get tough with. So I feel there's a must for me to say something, because you can't be selective with us, because we're not the weakest on the chart to deal that with. We do commentating. That's what we keep it there. But we, cigars.
Okay.
Cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, this
Booka.
Yeah.
Vapes.
Grape, strawberry.
Coconut. Pause. Lavender. We don't duck no smoke.
Yeah, no, so just to elaborate, I'm in interview mode since you go this route this morning. He did say something back to Whack, but Whack said some of the most disrespectful shit I ever heard.
Yeah.
I've been doing this 27 years, so it was wild. It's so disrespectful, I'm not going to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
But he squashed it. After, like, if Whack would have said that, I mean, and I'm broadcast cam right now. I don't know if it couldn't have been settled, but I can't be cool with you after you just said what you said.
Yeah.
Like, it was really bad.
Matter of fact, this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna interview. Now, Killer, tell me how you would really say it.
All our shit be going viral real quick, just so before I even get to the J. Prince shit. All our shit go viral, so niggas never see how this started. They only see how it be getting finished. So for the people that's catching up on this who have no idea how this started, we gave our opinion of the fight. We said the shit was boring. All of us said it was boring. There's 100 niggas saying it's boring. But because our shit go viral, niggas think that they can keep talking to us. Shakur Stevenson told us to get the strap or strap up, or better yet, put the gloves on so he could fight us. We said what he said, and then he started going crazy. Everything was over with. Me personally, I'm sick of it before I even address the J. Prince thing. I'm sick of it. I left it alone. We have not talked about a nigga this much. Before his fights or after his fights, and none of his fights. However many fights he had in his career. This is the most traction the nigga ever got. My nigga, I had a meeting on Friday. This is no cap. With some of my Jewish partners. Shout out to Shapiro's. I won't give you first name. Shout out to my partner. Before the meeting started, they asked me, Murdo, why are you arguing with Tupac's son, Cam? I said, what are you talking about? He said, no, we see it in the media. You're arguing with ain't that Tupac? So I said, that's not, no, his first name is Shakur, not Latin. He said, well, what does he do? I said, never mind. They didn't even know. They never heard of the nigga.
Yeah.
But because we keep talking about the nigga,
we don't keep talking about it.
Exactly. If you don't know what it is, our clips go viral all week. So don't stop it. Once we say it, it's viral all week.
Oh, okay.
So word to everything I love. I swear to God, after I got off that meeting, I said to myself, I'm leaving this shit alone, bro, because niggas don't even know this nigga. You don't know him, I don't mind, keep going.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this don't make no sense. So what happened is Saturday night, I guess they interviewed him, and he was like, yeah, is everything cool with you and Mase, with Mase and Cam and all that, Fuck them bitch-ass niggas. Them niggas are still bitch-ass niggas, ain't nothing changed. This is what he said Saturday night. This is a week after the fight. So the niggas who run my social media page, our social media page, they got the same humor that we got.
Yeah.
They start putting up pictures of him when he's crying the Olympics, whatever. The next day is when J. Prince just said what she wrote. Hey, yo, my man, listen, James. Let me explain something to you, bro. They said it exactly. You 60, nigga. You 60. What are you talking about? What are you bro? I lost mad respect for you because I used to have mad respect for you. When you have Shakur with you, when you lying on young boy NBA, why the fuck you got Shakur with you, and this is why he acting like that. This is exactly why he acting like that. Talking about you got young boy NBA umbrellas and his keys to score. Young boy NBA told y'all niggas eat a dick. This is what he said. This is what young boy NBA said. Black 100 was the most disrespect. Wild disrespect. I ain't even gonna repeat the shit Black 100 said. Mad disrespect. Drake is beefing with Kendrick Lamar as we speak. I have not heard this the first time Drake got into some shit, and I ain't hear you say shit to Kendrick Lamar now. Why do you think that you can tell us what we can and cannot say, my nigga? Control your nigga. Control that nigga. Ain't nobody gonna tell a nigga, get the strap, and then we gonna sit there and be like, hey, I think we should shut up. Nah, nigga. This is not 1982, bro. You cannot sit here and tell niggas get the strap and then niggas be quiet. Nobody know that part because our shit just be going viral. You bugging, James, you bugging, my nigga. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know what bet you talking about, all that other slang then. Bet it. Whatever bet you talking about, bet it. I don't know what bet it. Bet it. I don't know what to bet it. Oh man, top of the top, man.
Hey, look. So this is what we gonna say. This is what we gonna say right here, right? Man, why this shit keep doing this shit? So this is what we gonna say right here. I let that play. I let that rock because I 100% agree with him. Y'all know me. I keep it on the side of I may disagree with you on one situation, but I might agree with you on another. Y'all know I totally disagree with what Cameron did when it came to when he went on MS, was it NBC, MSNBC, CNN, whichever one. When he went on that motherfucking show and he showed his natchet black ass like my grandmama used to say when it was asked the questions about Diddy and the Cassie situation. But on this one here, nigga, on this one here, he's 100% right. Mase is too as well. So they commentate. They give their opinion on sports. Good or bad, they give their opinion on it. It's all an opinion. So when they gave their opinion on Shakur Stevenson's fight, Shakur Stevenson lashed back out, sent shots, talk shit, whatever. This is the same thing ESPN does and all of these other Fox and all these other sports networks. But since it's these two brothers who had a beginning in hip hop, who you guys may not take as credible in the arena of sports analysts as some other platforms, you want to talk crazy. You want to threaten these brothers for giving their opinion on the fight. They ain't say nothing. They didn't threaten you. They didn't say nothing when it comes to that. They gave their opinion when it comes to the fight. Feel what I'm saying? So, I feel them. And another thing, Jay Prince, you are out of touch, homie. Listen, bro. One thing about being an old head or old nigga, unk, pops, OG, triple OG, whatever you want to call it, you have to stay in tune with the younger generation. You have to keep your ears, heart, arms, respect, all open to the young niggas. Because when you getting older, you going back to a baby. At some point, you're going to need younger people. You know? Whether they're your sons, whether they're your nephews, whether they're your homies, whether they're your gang, whatever. You're going to need them. Your health fades as you get older. You get more and more out of touch with what's going on in the streets as you get older. You know? So you can't always have that same reaction, that same stance. You know? to the young people. They, especially nowadays, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. When you came at young boy sideways and he disrespected you, after you disrespected him first in front of the whole world, I knew you had a lost sense of what. I knew you had lost. I knew you had lost a sense of reality and touch of what's going on at that point. Jay Prince, a lot of times nowadays you be talking crazy because you be using Stone Age tactics to try to handle modern day situations. The game done evolved. You out of touch with the young people. You still think you the smartest person in the room because of what you done accomplished in the past. No, bro. No, bro. No. You got to reassess what's really going on here. You feel what I'm saying? You making yourself look crazy too. You ain't as bad as Bricc, baby, but you going down that same path. Also, the guys that you trying to lil nigga, like Cam them say, they not lil niggas no more. Like, realistically, you can't lil nigga a lot of the niggas that you used to could lil nigga. You can't lil nigga Cam, Mase. These niggas bosses in their own right. These niggas is over 40. You used to could lil nigga Jay-Z. You can't lil nigga Jay-Z no more. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of these boys making more money than you making, Jay Prince. We know the money that you made back in the days ain't equivalent to the money that these guys can make nowadays. You see what I'm saying? It's not. Michael Jordan made $90-some thousand in his whole career playing basketball. LeBron James finna make $100 million in his last 2 years playing basketball. In his last 2 years, this country he just made, he finna make more money than Michael Jordan made his whole career. Don't even worry about what he done made already in his previous 18 years playing. You see? So a lot of the opportunities and things that's going on nowadays with these boys, they being able to be elevated quicker. They being able to be elevated quicker. And they bosses in their own right. So you can't little nigga them because of what you did in the past. And that's what's messing you up. You're going to end up just like Bricc, baby. A lot of woofing and ain't nothing going on. They say you used to come, people used to go out to your farm and you had that talk with them, and it is what it is. You can't do that shit to nobody nowadays, man. But a sucker. These boys got motion, and these boys ready to die. They listen, these boys is killing each other on the streets every day. You think they give a fuck about? They ain't scared of you. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about living or dying. Nigga, they'll go all the way out, nigga. They'll make you do something to them. You got more to lose than them. One thing I learned about in the streets, you got to make sure that you ain't fucking with nobody who ain't got nothing to lose and you got something to lose, because you going to be at a disadvantage. Them motherfuckers going all the way in, but you going to be sitting there thinking, oh man, I got my kids, I got my house, I'm making $50,000 a month, whatever. I got a business. You got shit to lose. So you can't be out here fucking with nobody who ain't got shit to lose. They gonna make you go all in. And you really not willing to go all in. You really not willing to risk your whole empire and go sit in prison for the rest of your life if you get caught doing something to somebody or these young ass jitterbugs who ain't got nothing to lose. You gonna feel stupid. I'm gonna show you just how much of an illusion what you doing, what you got going on is, if you walk your ass out on the street corner right now and you demand respect from a young jit, let's say wherever, and that young jit say, fuck you, is you willing to kill him right there? No, you're not. You're not. You're not going to do it. You know why? Because you got a nice cushy mansion, because you got a nice fat ass bank account, because you got a bunch of old fine bitches, aunties that you can fuck on. You got money coming in left and right. You is not willing to do something to him, even though he disrespect you to your face, and sit up in that prison for the rest of your life like your buddy Larry Hoover. So stop with the bullshit. Stop with the boogeyman bullshit. You exposed. It's more talk than anything. And I'm not saying you ain't got nobody willing to crash out about you, but you not even, but with that being said, you still ain't even really willing to test that, because them jits that crash out about you, everybody telling nowadays. You know how happy the feds would be to get your black ass wrapped up. So even the jit that you pay to go do something, what if he tell? These motherfuckers telling at an all-time high. The only way to stay out of that shit is to not be indulging in that type of shit. You will be a motherfucking fool to go out there and get into some beef with these young boys and end up having to go through the rest of your life in motherfucking prison. So stop all this boogeyman shit. You're not scaring nobody. What's happening is motherfuckers calling your bluff. Like NBA Youngboy called your bluff. Like Wack 100 called your bluff. Like Cameron and Mase just called your motherfucking bluff. Is you see now? You like motherfucking sleep with Joe Biden. I get tired of having to tell these motherfuckers how to handle these certain situations. I told y'all, let me tell y'all something. I'm not the gangstiest nigga. I'm not the toughest nigga. None of that shit. I just know what to do in a situation. Didn't I tell y'all that? When I speak, don't it make sense? When I move, don't it make sense? I'm telling you, it's like these motherfuckers be out of touch with what be really going on. Stop threatening these boys. And you're wrong. They was just critiquing his boxing match. That's their fucking job. They sit on the podcast every fucking week, and that's what they do. Y'all the motherfuckers that threatened them boys for giving their motherfucking opinion, and they said the fight was boring. That's all they said. I mean, like, that's all they fucking said. You sensitive than a bitch. What about all the white people that said the fight was boring? What about ESPN that said the fight was boring? He ain't said a motherfucking thing to them. Stop this bullshit, man. You make yourself look crazy out here. The only people that shit gonna work on is scary motherfuckers. That shit ain't working on these young boys. These boys will make you do it or do something to them. You see when younger they say, do it. He with his mama, do it. He with his kids, do it. They'll make you do it. You got something to lose. You supposed to be relaxing. You supposed to be sitting and enjoying your retirement, motherfucker. Like Cam just said, like Mase just said, if you 60 years old and you still trying to be a street nigga, you failed. You failed. You is not supposed to be going back and forth with no young dudes about doing a fucking job. This wasn't even no street shit. You made it street shit. You and Shakur. Y'all threw the street threats. I handle that beef inside, all his beef outside the ring. What? What are you talking about? They just fucking critiquing his boxing. What the fuck is you talking about, old man? Pops. Man, you better sit that motherfucker and think about this shit, man. I'm telling you some real shit, man. You tripping, man. You tripping. You wrong. As a man, you need to be able to admit when you wrong. Fuck all. Listen, part of respect is respecting the other person too. You did not give them no respect. You want all the respect, but you don't want to give them no respect. Get the fuck out of here. That ain't respect. fucking dictatorship. They men too. They got kids too. They got people that look up to them too. You wrote a book about the art of respect. Well, if you know anything about respect, one thing you don't do is disrespect a man in front of a crowd. They gonna act a certain kind of way, and that's what you did. They didn't disrespect that man. They critiqued the fucking fight. That's their job. They didn't say, Shakur Stevenson, you a pussy nigga. They didn't say that. They say the fight was boring. Let your hands go, Shakur. They giving him advice if he wants to get the big money. Let your hands go. People want to see excitement. That is why boxing is dead anyway. The only time we want to see boxing, we see knockouts. That's what boxing is about. Knockouts. Y'all done let boxing done let motherfucking MMA come and take the fuck over. Because people got tired of, first, the fights be rigged in a bitch. The judges be paid off. And the shit got boring. People be picking fights and shit. Motherfuckers don't fight the top fighters and shit. They dodge each other for 2 and 3 years. And ain't nobody knocking nobody out. God damn. Like, I don't be understanding this bullshit. I mean, Cam and Mase is 100% correct. They said everything 100% correct. That's why I didn't say shit. I just let it play. You know what I'm saying? I 100% agree. 100% agree. Jay Prince, I know how you look at it. You look at it like Shakur Stevenson is your investment. And if they critique your investment negatively, it's costing you money. That's what you're looking at, right? But you can't do that. Like, you trying to rig the game. You trying to persuade sports analysts, because that's what Cameron and Mase are doing. They're analyzing sports. You trying to manipulate sports analysts to give a review of that you happy with from your fighter. And they saying that they're not going to do that. They saying that whatever they feel about whatever sports event that they critique, they're going to tell how they truly feel. Mase said that. You trying to muscle them. That's your problem. You try to muscle every fucking body. Well, some people ain't going, Pops. And some people going to make you put it on the wood. And in my opinion, at the age you are, at the things that you done accomplished, at the wealth that you done accumulated, the family that you have, I feel like you will be a fool to be out there trying to jeopardize, trying to prove a point and muscle people and jeopardize all of that. You made it, Pops. You made it. Enjoy it. You can't play this role for the rest of your life. You'll be a fool. You do what you do for an amount of time to get the fuck up out of that. The streets is not for a lifetime. And I'm younger than you, and I know this. You still keep trying to apply street tactics to the business world. Yeah, that shit worked in the 90s. Yeah, that shit might have worked in the 80s. Bitches, 2024. These the motherfuckers that's running around out here, we ain't never seen no street jets like these. This is a new breed. This is a hybrids, nigga. These motherfuckers is, you ever seen the movie Underworld, Rise of the Lycans? These bitches is the Clan of Lucian. These bitches is hybrids. These bitches got the vampire blood in them and the werewolf blood in them. This them blue motherfuckers off of goddamn Underworld, Rise of the Lycans. Yeah, this a different breed right here. This the tight pants wearing motherfuckers, walk like sissies, but they'll kill your ass dead than a bitch. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers go kill a motherfucker. You come from the age where a motherfucker kill a motherfucker and a motherfucker don't ever say nothing about it. These motherfuckers kill you. and go to, there he goes, smoking you, talking about your ass on phone them. These just to blow, these just to do something to you, Jay Prince, and make a rap song about your ass on everything, cuz. I'm telling you, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit you did. They don't even, nigga, I heard a motherfucker, you remember when Kodak Black remixed My Mind Playing Tricks on Me from the Ghetto Boys, which is Jay Prince's group. Nigga, my nephew say, oh yeah, boy, they finna put on that new Kodak. I'm like, Kodak? Yeah, well, you heard Kodak new, so I listen to that bitch. I say, that's Ghetto Boys beat Mind Playing Tricks on Me. He say, who? The motherfucker ain't remember that shit. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, your claim to fame right now is Drake, nigga. And a lot of motherfuckers don't even know you got nothing to do with Drake. You know what I mean? Really is finesse 2 times. Who the paperwork that came out that he a snitch. But you stand on all this shit you standing on. They done, nigga, the paperwork out. Your biggest artist right now is a snitch. 1090 Jake exposed this nigga. But you want to pretend like you stand on all these motherfucking street values. Well, why are you employing a snitch? See? That's why, and the reason why I tell you this is because you keep trying to apply the street rules to the motherfucking business world and they don't apply. Stand on that shit you saying then. Why are you employing a snitch? Why are you promoting that snitch? Why are you working with a snitch? Because you such a street nigga. You still want to be in the streets at 60, huh? Okay, well, why you still fucking with some finesse 2 times? He exposed. Come on, man. Stop that bullshit, bro. Take it off for, listen, you've been the boogeyman of hip hop for decades, man. Take it off, bro. Take the costume off, bro. It's okay for you just to be grandpa, pawpaw. Get your goddamn grandkids, sit them on your lap, bounce them on your knee, give them some money when they beg, walk them down to the park. Catch fake butterflies like Sleepy Joe Biden. I'm just telling you, bro. I'm living my life to disappear. I'm telling you, I'm doing what I'm doing to accumulate wealth and stability and financial stability so I can help my family and I can disappear. I'll be fine smoking me some weed on my own property, fishing with my grandkids. Running around, grandpa, papa. All right, give them back there. Give them by that goddamn water now. Give them by that water. Back up, back up, back up. Did you catch some, Lil Marita? Lil Marita, the third. Did you catch a fish? Okay, take him off the hook. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Fuck y'all niggas trying to do. Y'all niggas trying to go down as the gangsters bitch in the world. That shit like a fucked up mentality. Be tripping on phone now. See how I use that Chicago slang on there? Hit that like button. We gonna move on though. With all due respect, Jay Prince. All right. What we gonna go to next? Hit that like button, y'all. Please hit that like button. All right, what we gonna go to next? Yeah, I can't tell you the best boss I've ever actually watched, and I used to love it. That's what I'm saying. I used to love it too. I don't watch that shit no more. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And they say the boss. They said the fight was on ESPN, and I still ain't even watch that bitch. You know what I mean? It was free. You know what I mean? And I still ain't watching. Shout out to 60,000, man. Shout out to my girl T and Boys. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. So we're going to get into Bricc Baby, because we've been here about an hour, a little over an hour. So we're going to get into Bricc Baby being... He was manhandled on this live with GMK. If you don't know who GMK is, he's a ATK affiliate. He's ATK pretty much. If you want to know who GMK is, just go to YouTube and type in GMK, and you'll see exactly what he looked like. He's in the thumbnail also. And this was the first time that Bricc Baby and any ATK member was on the live together, was talking together to discuss Bricc Baby saying that Young and Ace ATK cannot go to certain areas in the United States. So it was moderated by a guy named Big Carolina. I think it was a guy. I don't know who Big Carolina is, but I think Big Carolina is a guy that Bricc Baby knows from Carolina. He must got a little bit of pull because he's on the live with them. And so when you don't hear Bricc Baby talking, and when you don't hear GMK talking, it's gonna be Big Carolina. But I'm gonna play it for you guys. It's like 15 minutes long, so I'm just let it cook, and we're gonna talk about it at the end. Well, I might break it. Depends on if it's some good points, but we're just gonna listen. And this ain't even the full one. The full one like 29 minutes, but I couldn't find the actual full live without it being on somebody else's channel and they narrating and reacting to it. So I just could only find that one. But hit the like button, guys. Donate to the channel. The Cash App is in the chat.
Peter, bro, you not no, bro. You is not no gangbanger, cuz. Peter, bro, they like, who the fuck is that, bro? I'm from Rolling. Let me make it announcement. Get this fake ass gangbang off the line. Let me make an announcement, y'all. Y'all gotta do with Chris. Hey, hold on. One second. Look, y'all talking gang shit. I'm getting off the line because I don't know none of this shit. So I'm just get off the line. Yeah, I'm just saying. So this shit ain't real. He's talking about. We in here talking about. We see S. I see a few S up in this bitch, nigga. But you know what I see up in South Carolina, North Carolina, for real, nigga, blood. That's what I see, cuz. That's who I be, cuz. What you talking about? I hear you, cuz. That's all I'm saying. So when you talking about Atlanta, South Carolina, when you nigga better speak on LA, nigga. You better speak on who can come to LA, nigga. That's what you talk about. You talk about who can come to the 60s. That's what you worry about. Who can come to the 60s, who can come to LA. That's what you worry about, cuz. You don't worry about Atlanta, North Carolina, Florida. Don't worry about Idaho. Don't worry about Michigan. Don't worry about none of that shit, cuz. You don't got no rank. I'm sick so, cuz. Don't listen to these niggas, cuz, on the cuz you just said you don't know Peter Rolex, cuz. You not no gangbanger, cuz. I'm sick so, I'm under Tookie and Raymond Washington, nigga. Sick so, I don't know no Peter Rolex, nigga. Nigga, I know Tookie and Raymond Washington, nigga. I'm from 66, you get what I'm saying? I'm a Chris. I don't know no Chris. Y'all hear man say he don't know P. Yeah, cuz, I don't. Shit, that ain't my problem. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I ain't saying he ain't valid. You know what I mean? But like you said, it ain't no beef, cuz. Look, this is what I will tell you, buddy. On 6 up. Y'all niggas, y'all do what y'all gonna do. Look, we ain't gotta piece it up. We ain't gotta wave no white flag. Say, don't know. Y'all do y'all thing. Y'all do y'all thing, cuz. On 6 all I'm saying is this, though, cuz. I'm just letting you know, cuz. Ain't nowhere in the world we can't go, nigga. We can go to the moon if we wanna go to that bitch, cuz. And we gonna bang on that bitch. And we gonna have 60 sticks up that bitch, cuz. Hey, man. You can pop it all you want to. I ain't popping it, cuz. This real deal life. This real deal life. This real deal how a nigga move, bro. Hey, no, let me tell you, if I ordered blood, see, this the difference. That's the difference, cuz. I'm not doing this for Adam 22. This the difference, cuz. This the difference, cuz. I'm not doing this for Adam 22. Nigga, y'all niggas rappers, cuz. I would have y'all weed, bro. If I would have ordered blood, I'm not doing this for a cracker who do OnlyFans. The difference is I'm not doing this. I'm not sitting in front of no cracker who do OnlyFans talking about gangster shit. That's the difference, cuz. I'm sitting around real gangsters. Politicking and propagating. I'm not sitting around hype man, cuz. You sitting around OnlyFans sports and shit. You sitting around nigga who taking photos with sports and shit. You sitting around these niggas talking about the business.
I just want to say this, right? So you do you hear it? First of all, Bricc Baby brought this on himself. If he would have listened to Marita a long time ago, he wouldn't be in this situation. I told you, Bricc Baby put himself in a situation where either he gonna have to crash out, make an example, or apologize. That's it. That's his only fucking 3 options. Larice was locked up in LA. Yeah, they say Larice was locked up for allegedly touching someone. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, that's what I heard. They say Boosie announced it or whatever. But yeah, I told Bricc Baby, I told y'all, listen, I'm not the gangstest nigga, I'm not the hardest nigga, I'm not the toughest nigga. I just know what to do when I'm put in whatever situation I'm in. I just know what the course of action should be. Bricc Brick Baby brought all this on himself, and for the life of me, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, he couldn't lead me nowhere. Like, if I was, like, in a gang or something, he couldn't lead me. He don't got the gift of foresight. Know what I'm saying? He don't know how to think his way through situations. You got to be a thinker. You know, you can be bodied and shoot and do all of that, but that don't make you leadership material. You got to be able to think. You got to be able to chess, not checkers. For the life of me, the average person was able to see the outcome of Brick Baby's actions. I ain't even give myself too much credit on this one here. I seen regular Joe Schmoes able to see that what Brick Baby doing was gonna lead him to this place where he is right here. You know what I'm saying? People done lost a lot of respect that they had for him due to the situations that they done seen him put himself in and the outcome of the situations. You keep bringing the streets into, right, punked, pretty much. You keep bringing the streets into the internet. First of all, that don't mix. I'm gonna tell you right now, the streets and the internet don't mix. I learned that shit. It don't mix. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna have waves of people that's gonna test you. People that's gonna say shit to you that they wouldn't say in your face. Or you would be able to at least do something about it if they was in your face. But they thousands of miles away. They can hide behind computers and say what the fuck they want to do. So, or say what they want to say. So, you have to be cognizant of this and let it roll off your back like a duck. Or either you're going to end up going to jail because if you handle it like you would handle it if they was in your face or like you used to handle it in the streets, you going to jail, motherfucker. And the internet's still gonna laugh about you. They're gonna keep on rolling, and the trolls gonna keep on trolling. You can't beat the trolls. You can't beat them people. All you can do is block them and ignore them. You gonna get disrespected on the internet anyway. You gonna get disrespected anyway. But I'm just saying, like, the way you coming, you putting yourself in these messed up situations by you running your mouth. These boys ain't say a motherfucking thing to Brick Baby, period. They are upset because Brick Baby said that a bunch of their homies done got killed since Julio died, insinuating that that they're dying. They say that is not true. The boy that died, Leaky brother, he wasn't even in the crew. He wasn't even in the streets from what I'm hearing. So they don't even count him as a ATK member that died. He wasn't with the shits. You know? Brick Baby said it was 6 people. Then he walked it back and said he seen a clickbait video. Well, if you seen a clickbait video, what's all the tough talk? You should have apologized then and left it alone. But you went to all 6, cuz, and all of this type of shit. Bro, I keep telling them, I'm from Florida. I don't know about a lot of other places, but I'm from Florida, and I can tell you right now, don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. Nobody. Nobody gives a fuck. Listen, the organized gang banging and shit, it don't have no effect on Florida like that unless you organize gang bang. If you don't organize gang bang, I'm talking about like Bloods, Crips, 60, shit like that. If you, like most of Florida is neighborhood gangs. Gangs of people that develop because of where they grew up at. They cousins, they family, this and that there. They don't give a fuck about that shit. They don't care. And this is also the young jitty boys that's been influenced by the drill culture, King Von. These just got bodies. They don't give no fucks. Nigga, I was just watching, what's the dude that be running around making, you know, they got a little, they selling sauce now. You know, sauce is like soup with whatever kind of meats and shit in it. I watch him on Instagram. There's one called Rich Off Plates. Nigga, he going all over the country. South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, selling South food. Like it's like soup. Nigga, when he pulling up, nigga, them niggas got Dracos and all type of shit. Wherever, everywhere. I'm talking about some of these motherfuckers got Dracos right here while they eating a cup of motherfucking soup. Everybody got guns. Everybody got all these everywhere you go. Listen, these young people don't give a fuck. You might have had, you got more, like this jitterbug gonna tell them. Yeah, in California, you might got some rent, you might got some pull. But in Florida, Jacksonville, where they from, no. And you was wrong a bunch talking about Jacksonville is little. Man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna fuck who. Listen, Jacksonville is the biggest city in the continental United States. This is fact. Per landmass. Per landmass. I've been to Jacksonville. Nigga, you can be on one side of Jacksonville and it take you 2 fucking hours to get to the other side. I'm telling you. Just like Kesey said, he say the hoods ain't close. He say it could take you 30 minutes to get to the Ops hood, 45 minutes. He's right. Jacksonville is big. I'm telling you this shit. Big. These niggas, where they from, they on this street and the Ops on the next street. Just like Chicago and shit like that. Jacksonville is not like that. These niggas got whole neighborhoods to themselves. Whole big landmass areas where they can move around freely. They got to travel to get to the Ops. East side, west side, north side, south side. And Jacksonville been dangerous. It been dangerous. Before Young and Ace them, I'm from Florida, I'm trying to tell you. I'm not from Jacksonville, I'm from Orlando. Jacksonville was way more dangerous than Orlando for a long time. Now Orlando dangerous. You know what I mean? It's dangerous in the motherfucker. You know, we got Glock 9 them crew, we got Hot Boy them crew, Pootie them. That shit is real. I'm just telling you right now. All that shit you see on the internet, yeah, it's really real. So Orlando's dangerous now. But before Orlando, Miami and fucking Jacksonville, for sure. Jacksonville's nickname is the Bang'em, where they hang them. This was way before Young and Ace was born. I'm telling you this shit. Like, it was already known, nigga, you get killed in Jacksonville. Real shit. They been had a rep. So, I understand people like Bricc Baby from the West Coast, they just not finding this shit out. But I'm here to tell you, you need to listen to the motherfuckers who on the ground, who know, who can you defer some of this shit to you. You sounding like an old nigga that ain't respecting the young niggas. You came at them wrong. And now you got punked in front of everybody. Hold on. See, that's another problem. See, listen. See what the chick say? She said Mickey Mouse City, old city. See, that's not true. Do you know that Disney World is not in Orlando? I'm just telling you, people think that. It's not. It's in Kissimmee. Disney World is in Kissimmee. It's not in Orlando. I'm trying to tell you real shit. It's not. Disney World, you got International Drive and Universal is in Orlando, but Disney is actually in Kissimmee. But a lot of people think that though. But yeah. But what and I've never been to Disney World a day in my life, ever. Swear to God. Never. And a lot of my friends ain't never been. Nigga, we was poor. We was studying. Know what I mean? Like, we never been. Yeah. Now, yeah, it's not far. It's actually side by side. It's side by side. Kissimmee and Orlando is like that. I actually went to school in Kissimmee. High school. So, yeah, it's right side by side. But a lot of people think it's Orlando. And probably because Orlando wants people to think that. Because they can get some of that tourism money. You know, they wanted to, you know. But, this motherfucker here is going to get punked on this live here. And it's all because of pride, not educating himself on what's going on. He just done started blogging on his own, so he's on the internet looking at videos and using those videos to make his content. But that's a problem too. You got to know who to look at, who to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know not to listen to the blogger who shall remain nameless, who started this bullshit with the ATK jits, because I know he's a lying motherfucker. But the average motherfucker that cut on the internet won't know that. They'll look at his platform and they'll listen to the well orchestrated lie and they'll believe it. And I think Bricc Baby fell victim to that as well. But once he knew that he fell victim to that, he doubled down on it instead of stopping this shit, stopping this snowball from getting bigger before it got this big to where you getting pumped. And another thing, you keep saying rolling 60 this and rolling 60 that. I'm not a rolling 60. I don't know how things go, but I'm going to tell you this right motherfucking here. You making them look bad. For real. Because you keep talking about if this ain't going to happen and that ain't going to happen, and you keep getting tried all across the motherfucking board. You said Young and Ace couldn't perform in Carolina, and in 2 days, and in 48 hours, he was on the stage in Carolina talking, singing his song, talking about a nigga say I can't pull up in Carolina. He ain't dead. He ain't get shot. This is what people looking to happen because you said. This is why you don't make these type of statements, especially over the internet. You look crazy. You forced to either crash out and being it ain't nothing happened, then we take you as a joke. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you something. I believe all a man got really is his word at the end of the day. And I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I rarely say never, but I'm gonna tell you this. I try my best to stand on my word. I try my best. Sometimes it may not be it may not be possible, but I try my best. I try my best, and I say all that to say this. If I tell you something gonna happen, I'm gonna try my best to make it happen. I'm gonna tell you that. I would have never told Young and Ace them they can't go to Carolina unless it was gonna be some shit. I'm just telling you, I would have never told them that. Me personally. Not me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I would have told them that, it would have had to go down is what I'm saying. And the reason why I got to go down is because everybody watching. Everybody watching. And that's what you said. What's going to happen if it don't go down? It's going to be other waves of motherfuckers come because we see then shit happen the first time. Just don't say it, bro. Just don't say it. That's all you got to do. You don't have to make these type of statements. Just like you just made the statement that if 10 days, if P. Nice don't say that he lied and said that about what he said when he grabbed Bricc Baby, then P. Nice going to take his tattoo off. I bet you in 10 days, P. Nice don't apologize, and I bet you in 10 days, P. Nice still have his tattoo. These are the situations that Bricc Baby keep getting himself in that making him look crazy when it comes to the world. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm bringing this up right here in this intermission of this video is because if you listen to GMK, he's saying what I've been saying. He's saying what a lot of people been thinking watching Bricc Baby conduct himself. And he also saying the same thing that I've been saying. You sitting up there, you supposed to be a gangster. You supposed to be a street dude. And you sitting up there listening to Adam 22 talk about me and genitalias. That's what GMK saying. You sitting up there talking to Adam 22, a gray boy. You sitting there who's a culture vulture. You sitting here talking to him about street shit on his platform. You see? This is exactly what I'm saying. And he said, you sitting up there talking to Adam 22, and Adam 22 be talking to having punks up there and shit. P-O-N-K. Yes, that's what I said, ain't it? You aligning yourself with Adam 22 and his antics is hurting your reputation, along with the way that you conduct yourself on the internet. You losing stripes over this one here. Like Tupac told Chicago on Poetic Justice. You giving that whole money? Oh, you getting played. You're going to lose strikes over this one here. You losing strikes over this one here, Bricc, baby. Left and right. If you was a tiger, at this point, you'll be a goddamn orange cat with now stripe. You tripping. Shout out Zay. You tripping. Know what I mean? You tripping. Know what I'm saying? Like, let it go, bro. You have plenty of time to just let it go. But let's get back into it.
You talking about? Listen to this, gang. You sitting around a phone, you sitting around a cracker who do OnlyFans talking about the business, cuz. What you talking about the business, cuz? You could have hit us up if you felt played by the niggas down. How would I feel played, though? This is what I'm trying to tell you. When I see Foul Out even say something, cuz, on the dead homies, I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, oh, they tripping off the cliff. I'm laughing. And then niggas get this shit not funny, though, cuz. This shit life, cuz. That's why I'm like, niggas think shit sweet, niggas shit ain't sweet. That shit not funny, cuz. That's what I'm telling you. That shit not a joke, cuz. You talk about what ain't funny, bro. Who was laughing? Who was laughing? Nigga, I done lost. When you said 6 niggas dead, the gang and niggas go down. Nigga, fuck what you talk about. Ain't none of that shit a gang, nigga. What I tell you, Carolina, I told you, like, nigga ain't finna keep on seeing niggas die, bro. Nigga ain't trying to do that. Nigga telling little nigga it's gangsters everywhere, gang. All I'm saying is, though, look. This what I'm trying to say, bro. This all I'm trying to say, bro. Ultimately, bro, when it comes down to this shit, bro, all I'm pushing right now, cause I ain't even really trying to keep yelling in circles and shit, you feel me? I'm gonna get to the point. All I'm saying is, cuz, it ain't no place in America that you can ban us from, cuz, including LA, cuz. We having motion in LA, we having blitz in LA, we having talks in LA, just like you saying, cuz, and we slang iron, you know what we do, cuz. All I'm saying, and it's the same thing, cuz. All I'm saying is, and I ain't saying that shit, no, it's for you, that shit for any nigga who's on the dead homies. Go ask all them rap niggas telling you that it's cool, nigga, on the dead homies. Nigga, I done had every nigga jury, nigga. On the dead homies, nigga. Nigga come to LA, nigga, every nigga cuz on 6 so I know where every nigga dead is, nigga. Nigga, if I want blood, I can get blood. On any city, where this at, any city where the niggas let it out, I'ma get it, cuz. On 6 so, nigga, I you finna have. What I said, I didn't have ask them rap niggas that's telling you it's sweet. Whoever giving y'all information, ask them niggas what I really do out here, man. Cuz you don't do nothing for real, cuz, but sit in front of the microphone with Adam 22 and talk about the business. That's all you do is one nigga never played with a nigga. Why a nigga ain't never played with a nigga? Cuz, if you ain't never played with no niggas like us till now. Now we finna play with your punk ass. Now we finna play with your ass, cuz. I don't think so, cuz. Why a nigga ain't never played with cuz.
What do you mean why a nigga ain't never played with him? We just saw P Nice play with you. Adam 22 is playing with you every day when he sit up there and when he sit up there and talk about men genitalia in front of you with you. You was up there with him talking about P Nice's private parts. Talking about, is his P Nice? This what you said, nigga. That shit go past the game. That shit go past the streets. That shit on some man respect. Like, shit. Nigga, if you with it, if you ain't with that shit, why you up there dungeon in that shit? Like, it's one, like, that shit weird. I don't give a fuck what Adam 22 got going on. Marita boy ain't sitting up there while he talk about that type of shit. No kind of way. And you shouldn't either if you ain't with the shit. That shit make you look bad. It make you look away. We all P Nice already, on DW Flame already said Adam 22 don't pay y'all but a couple $100 every episode. So what the fuck is you up there for? You say you got motion, then why are you up there? Fuck you, Adam 22. That's what I would have said. You exploiting us anyway. You getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and you want to pay us $200-300? Man, fuck you. You can make that on your own platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that.
That's on 4-5. You hear if your ass motherfucking play, cuz, your ass would have laid, cuz. It's murk. Like I said, nigga, they just not making gangsters like your ass play, cuz. Your ass gonna find out, nigga.
will risk it all and you won't, you at a disadvantage. Listen, excuse me. A lot of times, the only thing that separates men in this type of situation is the level that they will go to. That's it. And how fast will they go to it? That is it. That is the only thing that separates men when they get into it at this in the streets of this type of shit. Is who will go there the fastest and the level that one will go to. That's the only thing that separates. Be real with you. And yeah, that's it. Because a lot of times the person that'll get there the fastest win. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because they'll kill you for something that you won't kill somebody else for. Nigga might say a little joke that rub you the wrong way, and a nigga might kill a nigga. The average person would think that that wasn't enough. You see, he went there faster than his opponent. So his opponent is laying down there dead. He went to a level that his opponent wasn't ready to go to at that particular moment in time. And that left his opponent at a disadvantage. And that's why his ass dead. You see? Bricc, baby, what he missing, what these jits telling him is, and I'm telling you, trust me, I'm from Florida, I know what's going on. They don't care. Just like in Chicago and all of that shit, Memphis, Philly, even in LA, Cali, too, Texas. That's where he done got himself up with. He done got himself tied up with some jitterbugs who don't give no fucks. They don't care about however many rolling 60 friends you got. They will die right there in a shootout. That's what they telling him. He ain't listening. What he trying to scare them up because of who he know and the power that he may have. What they're telling him is, we don't give a fuck if it's us against the world, bitch. We're going to shoot it out and die together and to kill as many of you as we can. That's what I'm telling you. That's what he's not. He doesn't have the gift of foresight. He couldn't lead me nowhere. I understand what the jit talking about. And when you compound it by the fact that Bricc Baby started this shit and was wrong anyways, and could have been squashed this shit. He could have been stopped this. Like, you losing everything on the internet, bro. You could have been a fake gangster and made it if you would have navigated this shit right. You losing it all. Everything that you built, everything that you worked for, your reputation that you work for in the streets, you losing it all. You wrong, and you on the internet arguing with some kids, some young boys that's 10 years your junior. And you wrong. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, that's the story every week. Nigga play. Hey, look. That's all it is. Hold on, this why I came in to play because, like, I was trying to come.
Shout out to Sky Mosaic.
But GMK, but goddamn, once I see y'all niggas beat, I stay my ass in the house. So I want to know is it ain't no beef like that, cuz it ain't that, bro. That's not what it is. Like, nigga ain't walking around looking for. Look, bro. Nigga ain't walking around looking for affiliates and shit. Like, nigga ain't walking around looking for affiliates and shit and snapping on niggas and shit about this man, bro. Nigga just saying, if a nigga see this man right now in the airport or some shit, nigga will put up on his ass like, girl, what you want? Like, you feel me? Same way a nigga doing right now, bro. We don't change, we don't bite no tongue. That's God. Now listen to this though. Off the rip, I spoke on y'all situation, so I be the bigger man right now, cause we ain't gonna get nowhere. Look, I spoke on y'all situation, it was wrong, right? So you got that. I'ma clear the air. I spoke on something that I didn't know about, right? But my whole moral of the story was how y'all jumped at it.
He could have been said that. You see, Marita told him to say that shit 3 lives ago. Listen, bro, I'm a blogger, right? Former street nigga, but I'm a blogger. We don't always get it right. So what we're obligated to do as the new media is once we get it wrong, We need to come back and correct that. Because what we say, the narratives that we paint do matter in the lives of other people, these people that we're talking about. It's a big responsibility that we have. That's what GMK finna explain to him. You can't you can't get it wrong publicly and then want to get it right privately. No. You disrespected me publicly, you got to go right back on that same platform that you disrespected me on and correct that. I agree with that. Don't never let nobody apologize to you in public. I mean, in private if they disrespected you in public. Don't let nobody do that. I won't do that. If I disrespect you in public, I'm coming back to apologize in public. I just did it the other day. Nay and music and all a bunch of y'all said, Marita, that's not what he meant. That's not what we mean. We don't mean that by when we telling you don't post that video. Idiot, a bunch of y'all. I didn't understand that. It was a misunderstanding. I got off that live. I ended the live. You know, we went through, and I listened to the live later on, and I watched the chat, and I listened to what I said. Came right back the next live and apologized to them people on live, nigga. That's how you do it. He's right. Hit that like button. Please donate to the channel. We ain't made now a dime today, dog. This is a great live. It's going on pretty good. We got some more content to come. Please donate to the channel. Hit that like button.
Like he said, nigga could have DM'd me like, hey, Bricc, you talking wrong, cuz that ain't what happened. And the nigga would have been like, all right, my bad, gang.
But you gotta think though, cuz, you gotta think though, cuz, look though, you gotta think though, cuz, you easily said false information that tarnished the nigga name, blemished the nigga image on one of the biggest platforms in the nation right now, cuz. That shit ain't no, we can't push up on you on the low, we can't push up on you on the low and start some shit that you fucked up on the high. You gotta sort that shit out on
I'm a real nigga, I'ma go clear it up.
That's all I'm saying, so then but that's what we've been telling you since day one, and you get to talking about bloodshed and what you can do to us and what you can, cuz, you don't know what the fuck going on over here, cuz, and this is some shit you don't want to sign up for real.
Man, listen, I've been signed up, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I done signed up for all that for the rest of my life. Let's see. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Just how y'all feel like a nigga with dick and balls gonna have to show me. The same nigga with dick and balls like me. Put on this
Shit, that's what I'm saying, but if you peep, cuz, I ain't even say shit. Look, I ain't say shit, I ain't speak on this shit. You went back and forth with my dog, you went back and forth with Firelight, woo the woo, y'all did that. But what I'm saying is, I jumped in when your ass said we couldn't go to North Carolina and South Carolina and Atlanta, nigga, you don't know, nigga, that's ran by the 5, man.
No, it's not.
That's not ran by that shit what you talking about, bro.
It's the biggest.
Hey, look, that shit ran by the 5, nigga.
Wait, listen, no, I'm a listen.
It ain't nothing bigger than the church, man.
Off the internet, bro.
It's not nothing bigger than the church. It's not nothing bigger than the church.
I'm gonna show you history, bro. Outside,
you can show me history. We living in 2024 today, cuz. Ain't nothing bigger than the church, cuz.
Listen to this. Off the dead homies, cuz. When we get off of this, wherever, if you ever, nigga, you hit me, nigga, I can show you bar for bar. You talk about the 5 run this right there. Listen, gang, a motherfucker got all the literature you need, bro. I don't think so. I show you. But at the end of the day, we can't do that right here online. Cause you get what I'm saying? We're not finna do all that.
Just why I want to know everything good, cause we don't want no bloodshed in North Carolina. We trying to get on. It ain't even that, bro. All these niggas, bro, real shit, bro. It ain't even got to that, bro. Like, nigga ain't saying that. Nigga ain't doing that. Nigga just saying do what it is, bro. At the end of the day, nigga gotta come to club as a man. Let him know, like, hey, that ain't what we on, bro. You feel me? Anybody else know what we on? And I'm so listening, bro. Ain't gotta say it right now, but I'm so, bro, know what we on, bro. Especially if you done been watching them two bad videos.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. I know y'all got Jacksonville going crazy, bro. I can give y'all that, right? On 6
The world, man, we the biggest.
Y'all young niggas putting y'all things, you putting it down right now, right? On the dead homies, bro. Everybody got their rank. Everybody earned their stain, gang. You hear what I'm saying?
I hear that. I ain't dissing that. All I'm saying is, nigga.
Yeah, that's Bricc, baby, reading books.
Got the rank to be banning niggas and shit, cause that shit ain't gonna work like that.
Are you serious? You do have, you probably got some ain't got there and fit this. Yeah. Because this ain't, this ain't that, cuz. Yeah, and I respect it. You ain't no hood. Like, nigga, I'm not gonna tell you, hey, bow down and tell me, nigga, that I'm a gangster. You can't go nowhere. Nah, bro, you gonna go we ain't saying that, cuz. Yeah. And real shit, bro. Real shit. I ain't gonna lie, like, nigga, and all this.
That's why, see, that's what I'm saying. Bro, listen, let me tell y'all something. I never had a problem in my city going anywhere. I got a big family too, but I'm saying it wasn't always on that. It wasn't always on no macho tough shit either. Like, you gotta respect people. You gotta understand it's gangsters everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I done been around a lot of gangsters. I done been around a lot of boss niggas. I done been in the room with boss niggas, like niggas who got reputations, bodies, money, motion on their own right. And I promise you, let me tell you what I noticed. Even in a room full of boss niggas, those boss niggas will defer to certain other boss niggas. A nigga could be the leader of his section, but it's just some boss niggas it's levels to this shit, right? It don't make you no less of a boss. Shout out to John Tate, shout out Memphis in the building. It don't make you no less of a boss, but you as a boss, as a man, you got to respect another man. It'll get you far. You know, it's nowhere in my city that I can't pull up. I can pull up in Apopka. I can pull up in Mercer Drive, which is the Glock 9 hood. I can pull up in Pine Hills, Hot Boy, them shit, 438. I can pull up cross town for sure. Richmond Heights, Carver Shores, where Pootie from. Goddamn Tangelo. Goddamn Washington Shores, Orange Center, Sunset, the Swamp. I can pull up anywhere. Not because I'm macho, because I know how to respect niggas. I give respect. When I come on some respect shit. My reputation in the streets ain't a slimy nigga. So coincide that with I got a big ass family and I done made my name back in the days. I'm living off the past. I ain't out here trying to BJ Prince and continue to, I'm still the biggest and the best. No, nigga, that's not what you supposed to do. Cause the nigga try you, a nigga cash that shit in to see if that's really what it still is. What you do is, you do what you do when you coming up, when you young, when you dumb and you young, and you out there doing whatever you do. You make your name, you get your respect, and you live off of that. You don't constantly throw your reputation out there on the line for those young Spartans and those young lions to take that bitch. You feel me? You don't constantly do that. You're gonna fuck around and lose your title. Cause these young niggas gonna get you. It's just too many of them. This thing, you got to retire the OG status and sit back and give advice. You know, you be behind the scenes getting money. You ain't out there on the block. You know, you got motion, but you got a different kind of motion. You got businesses now. You might not even be in the streets no more. You got businesses. You done graduated from that shit. You know, when you move around, the young niggas respect you because of what you used to do, what they heard about, what you used to do. You ain't did nothing in 10 years. You know what I mean? But they respect you because you carry yourself that way. You respect them, and you ain't in the way no more. You done got your money and made your reputation. You out the way now. All you do now is put out fires. If your nephew is into it with your friend's son, and you and your friend still partners, what you do is you put fires out. You talk to your friend and you like, hey man, my nephew into it with your son, man. Let's get this shit squashed, man. Cause you know if I fuck with you, my nigga. That's what you do as an OG. You put out fires. Because the kids that's out there fucking around in that shit, most likely you got a relationship with their parents and things of that nature when y'all was young and out there in the streets. You feel me? That's what you do. But you ain't in the streets no more doing none of this bullshit. But I can go anywhere I want to go because I respect men. You got to respect. See, Bricc Baby wasn't respecting these young men. He trying to talk down to them. And what they telling you is they ain't going for it. You ain't little boying these young boys. That's why they don't listen to no OG niggas. Because of how they come at him. See how Bricc Baby coming? They not gonna listen to him. And they see you ain't doing shit. You ain't did a motherfucking thing about nobody. You talking about ain't nobody tried you. Nigga, that's all we've been talking about for 2 months. You getting tried on the internet. The world is watching. Like, bro, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Most men will do some shit because people watching. Know what I'm saying? Real shit. Most men, like real shit, like most men, like they might not even be really wanting to do it, but they'll do it because people watching. It's a different story when ain't nobody around. But if people watching, they most likely will do it. Bricc Baby ain't doing shit and the whole world watching. You see? They calling your bluff. But you put yourself in that situation. You could have avoided all of this. I knew where this was going, where it was heading. He's pretty much apologizing now. But you could have apologized earlier. Because that's all they asked him for. They asked him for the apology. Say, Bricc Baby, just apologize, cuz. That's what they asked him for. It didn't have to be all these hostilities. It didn't have to be all these threats. It didn't have to be you looking like you got punked. Because you got punked. You made some threats that you didn't cash them in. They tried you. You tried them and they called your bluff. A real street dude, like really, who really still out the streets, was supposed to do something about that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't giving you no timetable to do nothing about it, and I don't want you to do nothing about it because I like the ATK Jits, to be real with you. I like them. From what I done seen of them so far, I like them. I pray that they didn't have nothing to do with Julio murder, because, and if they did, I understand too that y'all in a beef. But I'm just saying, like, I like them. I listen to the way they talk. I listen to what they saying. They just demanding their respect. When it comes to the other people, now the Julio shit, that's a different situation. But when the Ratchet TV shit with Kesey, with the GMK shit, with Bricc Baby, they did not fuck with now one of them niggas first. Them niggas came at them. They just demanded their respect. Like, listen, just respect us, because we respect you. You not finna little boy us, you not finna handle us. That's what they saying. They is not wrong in neither one of these situations. Bricc Baby wouldn't even be in this shit had he not injected himself into it.
Like, nigga retract his statement, nigga let y'all know nobody has died behind this fuck nigga. None of that shit. When this fuck nigga died, he just died. He went out dolo, and ain't nobody else going out by him, man. We done moved on with our lives. Everybody doing this shit. We having heavy motion. We getting hella money. That is what it is, man.
Oh, congratulations to Aaron's Way. He is our newest moderator. Y'all show Aaron's Way some love in the chat, man. My boy got him a wrench, man. Salute to Aaron's. It's Aaron's Way. Please hit that like button and please donate to the channel. The Cash App is pinned in the chat.
We ain't finna stir up no rumors. We ain't finna do none of that. All that shit was food. That's just what it is. Nigga ain't even, you feel me?
On 6-0, nigga, when Do It dropped and all that dropped, I say, man, the man going crazy. This shit hard. Nigga, on 6-0, I'm not over there for y'all politics, bro. I can't call one side and motherfucking, you know what I mean? Be like, oh yeah, I'm on KTA side because this nigga died. I'm calling it down the middle.
Ain't the right side. That ain't the right side to be on.
See, he don't even know what he's talking about. He said I'm on KTA side. They ATK. See? Bricc. Hey man, y'all give show my boy It's Aaron's Way some love in the chat. He's our newest moderator. He been down with the team for a long time. Y'all salute that boy.
That ain't right side to be on. But look though, this say young age the hottest thing out right now. How we'll do it, buddy. How we'll do it, buddy. How we'll do it, bro. Cause you out of touch. I feel like all this problem came from you being out of touch with Florida, bro. Check it out, bro. When you need the information on what's going on in Florida, bro, you see who with this shit, what we pushing, you feel me? Cause you could come tap in on us, nigga fill you in, nigga let you know what's going on, everything tied in. But if a nigga going any other way with it, we ain't gonna never respect it. It's mercy. If a nigga go through anybody else, fucking with anybody else around that way, we ain't gonna never respect it, cause we don't respect nothing but the church. But the game.
Nah, nigga, a nigga give you that cuz on hood, but at the end of the day, bro,
but a nigga open that communication. A nigga open that line of communication so you can know what's going on when you go on them platforms. If you want to speak on some shit, at least you speaking on some real shit that you heard from the source, nigga.
Alright. So look, while we right here, did you see the video I'm talking about?
I never seen the video because I don't watch them because I know they fake.
Alright, hood. Cause they was speaking about somebody named Jizzle or some shit, cuz, in the hood. That's the audio, and then it was like 4 other niggas that they was trying to connect, just was in that area. It was like 6, or they said 26 shooting that went on since cuz got shot. Some shit like that.
But that
so,
shit
nigga,
be cap, bro.
yeah. See, nigga, a motherfucker ain't over there. We ain't got really no cap.
That's why I say that shit already done been cleared up and stirred up and shit. Like, nigga understanding what's going on and shit. It's lack of communication. Nigga open them doors for communication between what y'all got going on out there and what we got going on out here. There ain't gonna never be no misunderstandings no more, you feel me?
Hey, y'all keep doing y'all thing, bro. That's really what, it wasn't no apology, nigga. We was just...
That's why I really say all that shit, it ain't about no apology. It's really about a nigga understanding, setting a standard for what the communication gonna be. And I feel like shit, just like we ain't going no... We ain't finna go in Adam 22 and go to talking about 50s and shit, cause that ain't, you feel me?
But then you got to look at me as a reporter though, gang. I'm just reporting on the shit that's on the beat.
That's why I say if it must be reported on, shit, go and tap in with one of these niggas around here, cause they gonna tell you what the fuck's going on for real, you feel me?
And he right. Listen. In Bricc Baby's defense, he just really did start his own YouTube channel. You know, he had been working solely for No Jumper and doing interviews. So I give him this caveat. You can't believe everything you see on the internet, Bricc Baby. You should know this actually by now, being that you've been on No Jumper for a while. I'm sure you have saw how No Jumper gets its information, how they vet their information, and how they make sure that they disseminate truthful shit, even though they get it wrong too. Because No Jumper goddamn show just had the wrong picture up there when they was talking about Muda with Blazing Dog, and they reported that Enchanting was dead damn near 8, 9, 10, 11 hours before this young lady was dead. She was actually on life support. I didn't report that she was dead until after the report came from her family. But a lot of people had Enchanting already deceased before she was even taken off life support. You know what I mean? But Bricc Baby, you gotta understand, gang. You can't just, you got to vet your information. You know what I mean? It's a lot of clickbait ass shit out here. It's a lot of people on the internet that'll just say shit is what it is and it ain't. Also, stick to what you know first. You know, stick to content that you can verify first. That's the best. That's my best advice. When I started off on melee content. I was close to the situation. You know what I mean? I was getting my information directly from people that was close to the case. Plus, I lived down there for a number of years. You know, that's what I built this platform on. That way, I added something to this arena. I'm an insider. You feel me? The Chicago bloggers. A lot of the Chicago bloggers blog on Chicago. You know why? Because they insiders, they right there. They can get the information right there. They know all of these people. They know the landscape. They have these connections. Same thing with the Mo3 sector. A lot of the Mo3 bloggers are in and around Texas. You feel me? So they locked in. That's how you build your platform. And then as your platform grows, the subscribers in your platform gonna be from different areas, and a lot of times the subscribers will end up being your sources. You know, I done developed sources in other states due to them being my subscribers. That's how you do that. You know what I mean? Or you might got some cousins, or you might got some relatives, or somebody in these different places, and you tap in with them just for information on the landscape when these type of things happen. That's how you do that, Bricc, baby. You can't just go solely off the internet, because, baby, you'll be looking crazy out here. But then when you do get some wrong information, you got to be big. You got to be responsible enough to correct that, walk that back. Instead of you doing on the hood, on the sit. Come on, bro. Listen, bro. Because that shit get you right where your ass ended up at. On the internet, having to eat that crow and hold a bigger L than you would have had to hold 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I told you this shit 2 weeks ago. Everybody told you. Listen. I don't know what he did in the streets. I heard he been in the streets. He ain't gonna say he ain't no street nigga, no shit like that. I'm not saying that. And he done did his shit in the streets. He done did some things. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, he learning. But I'm gonna say this too. You coming across as not as authentic as you probably are. And honestly, it's baffling me. It's strange to me. Because in my experience, when you are what you say you are, you exhibit that. You can see it. You ain't got to fake it. You ain't got to act like it. You can see it. Like, I can have a conversation with you, and I could just tell. Or a couple interactions with you. Or I could see you in certain situations, and the way that you handle yourself in these situations, I could say, yeah, he one of them. He one of them. He one of them. He part of fraternity. He been out there. He knows something. The way I see him, Bricc, baby, move is weird to me. Because the things that everybody on the internet been telling you, some of these niggas ain't even street niggas, and they know. You act like you don't know. You act like you could not tell that you was gonna end up right here. Either you was gonna have to do something to one of them niggas, or P-Nice, or whoever, or you was gonna have to be looked at as a clown, a mark, a buster, or you was gonna have to apologize. I told y'all this shit about 3 lives ago. We've been talking about Bricc, baby, for a while. I said this shit about 3 lives ago, didn't I? I told you what his only options was. Look where he at right now. The fact that he didn't understand this is what baffles me. I'm confused in a bitch. And I don't want to say what I think, because I heard he from the streets. I heard he did shit. So this is weird to me. This is very weird to me. Bricc baby's sister used to go to PB Longway. Bricc baby got caught with like a bunch of weed one time. Like, he was selling weed and everything, like 500 pounds, shit like that. Like, so he had motion. He was doing shit in Atlanta. His mama really was a brick lady. That's how he got the name Bricc baby. His mama sold bricks. So you've been in, around, and in the game for a long time in your life. How the fuck do you not know what you're supposed to know? I don't understand this. I don't understand how he didn't understand the path that he was on was going to lead him here. Everybody did. Everybody. I see bloggers that ain't even street niggas like, boy, Bricc Baby, you look like a clown. Bricc Baby's a sucker. Bricc Baby this. You got niggas that ain't did shit in the streets, and they looking at you like a clown. Huh? I'm fucking confused. And I seen a lot. I seen a lot of shit, and I can critique a lot of shit. We had Loose Cannon come up here. Shout out to Loose Cannon. And Loose Cannon called him a sweetheart. He said, I told you about these. He said, I told everybody about these niggas. Like, I'm confused. Like, bro, let me tell you some real shit. He had to have a guardian angel, boy. Because in the streets, as far as from what I know, the way he moving or been moving and behaving and acting, you didn't survive that long like that. He must have had a lot of friends, people that liked him, protection, something like that, because that shit look crazy. I'm telling you, bro. But I'm gonna play it. It's almost over.
Them fluke-ass niggas ain't on shit. And I said these middle school and high school niggas the ones that want to see us shoot at each other, nigga. That's what I say. I said these. Cause them boys ain't never been through shit. Yeah, like nigga, they ain't never been shot. They ain't never been in jail, bro. On the hood, ain't nobody making no call. You gotta think, we on the internet talking, bro. That's already a red flag. So I'm supposed to make a call and say spank, spank, spank. You get what I'm saying? Like, who I look like, bro? I've been around here for way too long, brother.
All right. So, all in all, I just critiqued the video between Bricc Baby and GMK. All in all, at the end of the day, I'm happy that no bloodshed came behind this foolishness, because the times we living in, a lot of these brothers, a lot of our brothers, a lot of our young black men be losing their life about petty shit. Petty shit. So if it's a little blow to your pride, a little blow to your ego, that's better than you losing your life. Or that's better than you killing somebody and spending the rest of your life in prison. Because let me tell you something. A lot of times we do things because of pride, respect, ego, jealousy, whatever. When a lot of times, that shit just a feeling. That's just how we feel. You know what I mean? That just we doing that. We do shit for because of how it may look or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you can think your way out of a situation or get out of a situation where no violence happens, I don't give a fuck how you feel. Most of the time, that I'm gonna say that's the best course. I'm gonna just be real with you. At that time, you make as a man, you know how we are. You know how us men are. You know, we macho, we got pride. But I'm gonna be honest with you, and I ain't saying I ain't Gandhi, motherfucker. I ain't saying I'm Buddha, and I always take the high road. But I'm gonna say this. I'm just speak some real shit into y'all to say that may save y'all life or may save somebody else's life. A lot of times when if you can just have enough self-control, impulse control, just say fuck it, it ain't worth it, and just move on. I promise you, as you get older or as you move on with your life and out of that situation or away from that situation, you ain't gonna even remember that shit. I promise you, a lot of these situations you won't even remember no more unless somebody bring them up. And a lot of these situations, when you look back on them, you're gonna be like, boy, I'm glad I ain't do that shit. Cause a lot of times all it take is one bad decision to cost you the rest of your fucking life. You'll be sitting right there regretting that shit in that jail cell. Or dead. Like Bloodhound or Jeff. You see? I'm just telling you, real shit. I done been out there, I done seen. I told you I just ran into a dude. I ran into a dude a couple months ago that I shot at. The last time I saw him, I was shooting at his ass. I was trying to kill him too. Shot up the cab he was in and everything. I unloaded the clip in that bitch. I saw him at the little chicken place when I walked into the chicken place. I hadn't seen him in years. And we had a conversation. We talked. We didn't talk about that, but we talked. Like we were friends like a motherfucker. And the last time I seen him, he was kicking up his heels with dust flying behind the motherfuckers. I didn't have no gun on me at the time. I don't know if he did. If he had a gun, he could have killed me. You see what I'm saying? You know? But the point I'm trying to make is, I'm glad I didn't kill him. I didn't know whether didn't kill him that night, but I felt like I didn't because I never heard no story about it. You know what I mean? Because he drove off, the cab drove off. You know what I mean? But I never heard no story about it, so I felt like I didn't kill him. But I didn't know if I had shot him or not. Maybe I did shoot him. I don't know. He never said nothing. He didn't say nothing to me then about it. But the point I'm trying to make is, I'm glad he didn't die. This day, right here, that I'm sitting here, just talking to y'all, I'm glad I didn't kill that man. It wasn't even worth it in the first place. A lot of these situations be like that. A lot of these situations be like that. But at that moment when we be in the motherfuckers, it's the world. We feel like it's the world in it. I gotta do something. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. No, you don't. Not all the time. Sometimes the best move to make is to sit your ass still. That's free game right there. That might go over some people's head. But the best move to make sometime is to sit your motherfucking ass still and do nothing. That come from Marita Boy. Hit that like button, hit that like button. Please donate to the channel. The Cash App is in the chat, pinned at the top. Let's move on. All right. The next topic we gonna get into it is BOOKA600 brother Runche. His name is Runche. I done changed his name. It's Runte. They done put his name Jaro City Runte. But I'm gonna change his name. His name is Runche. Runche. Yeah, like Runchi. Yeah, he's Runche. BOOKA600 brother Runche came out. I'm coming up. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Yeah, Runche. Yeah, he like, hey, listen. Bro, I wish I had this motherfucker on StreamYard. This fucking picture is crazy. Listen, do me a favor, y'all. Listen. When I get out of the fucking live, y'all go to X-Man Rico page, bro. This picture of Runche is fucking queasy. He got his hand around his boo thing. His boo thing like, oh girl. Like they look happy now. They look happy. That's all that matters. They look happy. But Runche got his tongue like this on his nose, and he just looking, and he got his boo thing from behind. Listen, he got his boo thing from behind, and Runche tongue is protruding. Runche tongue is protruding out of his mouth and then up to his nose, and he just looking like he is the happiest person in the world. That's what's important when it comes to this, right? But I'm going to. This is X-Man Rico's video. Go subscribe to X-Man Rico's channel. the part about Ranche, BOOKA600, who's Lil Durk's best friend, who's OTL, the part about Ranche coming out is not what I want to highlight. But that is the catalyst for what I'm going to say. I'm going to play X-Man Rico's video about Ranche. And then I'm going to give my motherfucking critique, man. Ranche. Live your life, Ranche. Hit that like button, donate to the channel. The Cash App is in the chat. Let's go.
Yo, y'all know what it is, y'all know what it ain't. Photo for the mess. This is crazy. And it ain't crazy because he came out as homosexual and nothing like that, because this 2024, this the year we live in. It's just these pictures is insane. My boy had his hand all down Shorty pickle jaw. Like, pause, Shorty. Like, come on, calm down. The post he made pretty much said, his kids know, his baby mama knows, so why not let the world know? This thing actually reacted to it, said he remember him and Vaughn used to call the house phone for Lil D and Booka, and he used to be in the background sneak distance, saying him and Vaughn sound a little weird because of their voice. Whole time he was sizing them up, and that's for sure, bro. I believe that, because if y'all been...
So did y'all hear what he said? Ranche. First of all, let me say this. Because I done cracked enough. Kudos to you, Ranche. Kudos to you, big dog. You know why? Because you got the courage to come out and live your truth. Kudos to you, bro. I told you, Marita boy gonna crack a little bit, but I don't really give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck. You look happy in the picture on here. You got somebody, listen, you found you somebody in life who love you, who like what you like, and you can be who you wanna be with. It's 2024. Let me tell y'all another thing too. It's been gay people since the beginning of motherfucking time, nigga. Let's just keep this shit real. It's been homosexuality since the beginning of motherfucking time. They are people too. I know a lot of people be like, oh, I'm not with that, I'm not with that shit either. I love me some women. That's not how God made my shit. He ain't make me like men's. Know what I mean? There's nothing about that shivers me timbers. But I understand that it is people who they like that shivers their timbers. So, and these people are our relatives. These people are our family. These people are our friends. And just because that's what they want to do with their selves in their own bedrooms, we supposed to hate them for that? We supposed to want to throw them all in a concentration camp and do something to them and get them out of here because of that? That won't never change it. It's still going to be people born who they like that. We have no choice, period, but to just let them people live their truth. It's other people that like what they like, and now their powers combine. With a look little. Crunchy. You know what I mean? But so shout out to Ranche, man. From Jaro City. You know, I respect that. Listen, one thing I'm not gonna be no hypocrite. I done told y'all shit plenty of times on this channel. The only problem I have is the people that do it secretly. I mean, and I can even understand why some people do it secretly. Some people just ain't ready to expose that shit to the world. But I'm just saying, I would much rather, if that's the way you roll, you to build up the courage to live your motherfucking truth. Marita gonna crack on your Ranche. But I don't really give a fuck. I really don't. I really don't care. I really don't fucking care. Ranche. Long as you don't motherfucking say that sideways to Marita, you good. You welcome me on the channel. Chime in. All of that shit. I don't give no fucks. I don't care what you do in your bedroom as long as they got nothing to do with no children and you're not forcing somebody to do it. And Runche is not forcing this guy to do it. But I'm gonna tell you what is really wild though, a little bit wild. Runche said that his baby mama know, his kids know, might as well let the world know I'm coming up. So he's talking about the guy that he's actually in a relationship with. He's saying that the guy, people know. So the guy, he got kids. He gonna have to deal with that, not me. As far as like explaining and this and that, but it's cool. Hey, that ain't my problem. Hopefully he'll be able to, have that conversation with his children. Hopefully they'll understand that's still your daddy. That's still your daddy. Whatever, that's your daddy. It don't matter. Just like if you little motherfuckers was Ranche yourself, that's still your daddy. That y'all got to figure that out. It is what it is. It's the reality of it now. But what's also crazy is M Thing commented on this. This what I want to motherfucking talk about though. M Thing said that when Runche, because Runche is BOOKA600 brother, which is Lil Durk's best friend. So they all grew up together. And they say that Runche used to be saying little slick shit. And they didn't understand really what it was. They used to be saying, Runche used to be saying something about M Thing, Runche used to say something about him and King Von voice, somebody, y'all voice sound funny, this and that. M Thing say now that he done found out that Runche came out his cocoon, that he feel like Runche used to be sizing them up with the little slick comments, trying to see, like putting his little feelers, trying to see if him and King Von would bite the bait, would try to bite the bait. Yeah, that's what Runche was trying to do. He was trying to see if King Von and Inram Thang would bite the bait. That's what they're saying. Listen, I'm gonna play it. Again. Runche.
Yeah. Come on, calm down. The post he made pretty much said his kids know, his baby mama knows, so why not let the world know? This thing actually reacted to it, said he remember him and Vaughn used to call the house phone for Lil D and Booka, and he used to be in the background sneak distance, saying him and Vaughn sound a little weird because of their voice. Whole time he was sizing them up, and that's for sure, bro. I believe that, because if y'all been around the channel for a while, I had a cousin from that block, I ain't gonna say his name, he a BD too, and he came out and pretty much as an openly gay man in 2020. Had me looking crazy out here, because that's my cousin. I used to bring him everywhere. But that's just what happens. Some of the most savage people, because my cousin had them hands, and he'll get in with pipes. It's just, he was with that shit. You can't help that. And something that kind of stood out to me a little bit from this too was, we all know that Lil D and Booka is brothers, but this they brother as well from, his name Ronte, he from Jaro City. So even though Booka and Lil D from 600, they BDs, they brother are GD. And so when somebody sent this to me, they was like, Rico, talk about how all the GDs from over there coming out as zesty and all this weird stuff. No, we can't say that, bro. We can't say that, bro, because you can't pin just some Geechee shit just on one gang. That's everybody. The whole damn near half the city down low for. You got to be careful. That's out west, out south.
Did y'all hear what S-Man Rico said? I'm gonna play it up. I'm gonna back it up.
Some Geechee shit just on one gang. That's everybody. The whole damn near half the city down low for. You got to be careful. That's out west, out south, especially up north. That's just how it is. You can't sit up there and try to throw that. That's bogus.
Boy, he said, listen, now I'm gonna say this, X-Man Rico, I don't know what kind of statistics, statistical analysis that you done took on the ratio of the Geechees inside of Chicago, but so I understand just talking. But he said that half the city is down low. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now that don't mean that half the city is down low. Now that's just what X-Man Rico's saying. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, I think what he's trying to say is a lot more people than that indulges or that is down low than one would one would think. That's what I think is what he's saying. Um, and so what's the little shit is that Booka 600 and his brother is both 600 O Block, that area over there. But Ranche um, is trying to be classified as Jaro City, right? We all know that 600 Jaro City they ops, right? I'm sitting here looking at this um, picture that X-Man Rico has on his page of all three of the brothers, and they look like all of them is between 5 and 3. You know what I mean? They all young. They all together. They all dressed alike. They all have the same shirt on, which means they probably got the same mama. They all growed up together, right? And you can tell Ranche because he like this. In his picture, he looking like that on his picture. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can just see it. But um, it goes to another thing that we done heard about in Chicago, where when this war popped off, it divided families. Like Ranche probably hung more with the Jaro City side, and he's GD. But Booka and his brother, other brother, they BD. You know what I'm saying? But that's their brother. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you this too, man. I don't give a fuck what Ranche likes, what his preferences is. That's y'all brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. That's y'all brother. Y'all grow together. Y'all get the same blood. You know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, don't not love your brother because of his preference. You know what I mean? Real shit. It don't. That shit. Listen, that's your brother. He don't want you. He want another. He want a nigga. He want another. I mean, that ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with you. Period. Period. This has nothing to do with you. It's no bad look on you or nothing like that. You know, when people get grown, they make their own decisions. Or you know, when they grow up, they make their own decisions. You know what I'm saying? So, but the shit is that people feel like they're trying to put the name, they're trying to put Ranche off on Jaro City because they're trying to paint the GDs as the Geechee, the way a lot of the Geechees at, and it's probably got a lot to do with Lil J as well, King Lil J, you know what I'm saying, and everything too. So that's what they're going with this. But at the end of the day, Marita Boy don't give a damn. I'm just cracking jokes, entertainment. Let's keep going.
I didn't say that about one gang, but I can tell you this. I can tell you this one thing for certain. This is what we got to worry about in 2024, man. You know, it's a lot of down low people that's infecting our beautiful women. It don't matter what race they is, man. And you got to give them credit for coming out in the open. You know how many people he probably hit with that doodle stick? These girls out here probably feeling shocked and betrayed. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I just wonder how Booka feel, especially with 600 coming out speaking about this. They probably already was clowning him for years because his brother with the ops talking about we catch him, we gonna do him like this. Now they feel nothing have it about this situation. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, I gotta throw that reminder out there. We not homophobic over here on X-Men Rico channel, but hey, if you is on the D-Lo, come out in the open, man, so we can let the community know we keep everybody safe. Get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think below.
Hey man, I know I crack jokes, but at the beginning of the day, salute to Ranche and his significant other for having the courage to come out and live your truth, man. Don't nobody give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Real with you. I respect the LGBTQ community. I have a lot of people in my family that are a part of the community, women and men, girls and boys. You know what I mean? And I love them. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Oh yeah. Hey, listen, that shit that be coming up on the top of my head, I didn't even know I was gonna start calling that nigga Ranche. And I don't even know why am I keep doing my hand like this. Like, why the fuck And I keep doing my hand like this when I say Ranche. But it's just I don't be knowing, bro. But salute to Ranche. You know, his name Runte, but we're gonna change the name to Ranche. Ranche. But shout out to you, man, for living your truth, bro. Don't worry about what the fuck Marita Boy say, because Marita Boy really don't give a fuck. And Marita Boy really just cracking jokes. I would never talk about your ass ever again on this channel. You know what I mean? I just really just used it for to lighten the mood and to be able to entertain my subscribers in the midst of all of these topics. Plus, you Booka brothers, so it's a little bit of news and it's hitting the airways. But do I really give a fuck? No, I don't. Next, we going back to X-Man Rico, right? Shout out to X-Man Rico. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Y'all, please hit that like button. Please donate to the channel. Cash App is pinned in the top of the chat. X-Man Rico went to Trap City. And if you don't know who Trap City is the hood that unalived, the horizontal mumbo, shout out to Eddie. Trap City is the hood that unalived the Bloodhound Lil Jeff. He actually has the man who allegedly unalived Bloodhound Lil Jeff, Trap City, Lil Rob, in this vlog. It's a shout out to my boy Lil Kel Truth Movement, Marathon Kel. He actually got the guy who allegedly unalived Bloodhound Lil Jeff, Trap City Lil Rob in this vlog. It's a two-part vlog. If you want to see it in its entirety, please go to X-Man Rico's channel on YouTube. It's interesting. I found some interesting things in it, and that's why we're gonna go over it. In this part, they tell how did Trap City and Bloodhound Lil Jeff become opposition, because Bloodhound Lil Jeff daddy is from Trap City. They very closely tied in. I also like the way Trap City Lil Rob talks about what happened. Also, remember when I told y'all that I didn't post Trap City Lil Rob's name or nothing like that until Trap City Lil Rob had been, to the police or got arrested or whatever. Because when I saw that video of Bloodhound Lil Jeff losing his life, I saw no picture of nobody. It was only one blogger at the time who was putting out the alleged killer of Bloodhound Lil Jeff's name, and that was Trenches News. And I felt like that was wrong. Let me tell you why that was wrong. You didn't see who shot Bloodhound Lil Jeff from that ring cam footage. So how are we just gonna say Lil Rob did that? Lil Rob had not saw the police, had not been questioned, arrested, or nothing like that. So we just gonna put his name out there like, oh yeah, Lil Rob did it. No, we not doing that. We not doing that. We not doing that. So I didn't do it. I waited until Lil Rob had went to the authorities or was caught by the authorities or whatever, because they was even saying, Trish was even saying, oh, Lil Rob is on the run. I went and looked it up, Googled it and all that. He was the only blogger putting that man's name out there. They addressed this on this blog. They saying that ain't nobody seen who shot Bloodhound Lil Jeff. And we didn't. Nobody saw who shot Bloodhound Lil Jeff. So the people that's out here saying Lil Rob shot Bloodhound Lil Jeff, you kind of out of pocket. You are out of pocket. Because why should we do that? Bloodhound Lil Jeff, we seen him take his ass over there to them people block and try to kill them people. We saw him do that. So when he got his karma over there, now we gonna do the police job and and help the police put somebody in jail for that? No, we let the police do their job and then we report on the shit after that. We can come up with some theories and all type of shit. Like we was wondering how did he get shot? Did he get shot from the gangway or from the apartment, the house or whatever? But other than that, we didn't see it on camera. I felt like that was a little much because let's just say shout out to Lil Kel, appreciate you, gang. I felt like that was a bit much. Shout out Lil Kel for the super chat. I felt like that was a bit much. They're gonna address this in this conversation. So I'm gonna play the blog. I'm gonna tell you another thing too. Go to X-Man Rico's page and watch this vlog. It's 2 parts. It's like, I think one of them is like, they both like 30 minutes, so it's like an hour. Remember when I told y'all about killers? I'm not saying Lil Rob killed Bloodhound or Jeff. I didn't see nobody. I didn't see who shot Bloodhound or Jeff on that video. Do I think that he did it? My opinion? Probably. You know what I mean? Probably. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I wasn't there. But in my opinion, that's my opinion. The point I'm trying to make is this. I'm looking at Lil Rob. That nigga look like he missing about 4 teeth right here. Not to talk shit about Lil Rob. Not to talk shit about Lil Rob, because I got some good teeth in the front, but in the back, boy, I'm missing about 3 on this side and 2 on that side back in the back. So I'm not picking at Lil Rob. The point I'm trying to make is I'm making an observation because I want to show people something. Lil Rob is a heavier set guy. He don't look like he got no hell of a lot of money. He like he just, you know, a regular guy. Lil Rob look like a regular guy to me. Know what I mean? A regular guy. But he got a body though. Allegedly. You see what I'm saying? That's what I be trying to tell people. In the hood, anybody is a potential killer. I think in life, be real with you. I think it's just depending on what situation somebody is in, whether some shit happen. You feel me? So the point I'm trying to make is, if you look at Lil Rob, and I want y'all to go to X-Man Rico's page and look at this vlog, because we ain't on StreamYard, so I can't show it. He looks like a regular guy. Don't be fooled by looking at King Von and Bloodhound Jeff and a bunch of these other dudes with a little motion, with a little jewelry and a little diamonds and this and shit and that. Don't be fooled in thinking that's what a killer look like, because they really come in all shapes, shades, and sizes. Did you see that we just had the dude from New York that was in a fucking motorized wheelchair that allegedly killed the black girl? This nigga in a wheelchair, motorized, can't walk. Telling you now, that's why I don't underestimate nobody. Hell no. But I'm gonna play it.
For sure.
Killers up that thing, man.
No, I don't. But yeah, one thing I was gonna ask too with that, because as soon as Drill came out, it felt like everybody was trying to rap. Y'all went never try. I seen you trying to rap and shit. I be seeing y'all, man. I see y'all. You got a different sound to you, my boy.
Chase that shit though, like I never chase that drill shit though, like I get some pain shit. I'm confident, like I'm in my vibe, but I understand the overall.
That's the raw.
Yeah.
It's a plot against us, bro. We fall into it. I'm not gonna fall victim of it. That was strong. Right?
That was. Man, Rob talking that grown man shit. Man, Rob, bro. Hey, you know.
They got him at the he's like,
Yeah, y'all seen that picture? Hey, they crazy on Reddit, folks.
They protect the top at all costs.
They say he's the defensive player of the year, folks. But on some serious shit,
It ain't no bad shit going on. It's all the world
Yeah. Man, they got you already teed up. They got wrong folks. He they favorite person on the D. You be going on there reading that shit about yourself?
I was just bumped when I was just bumped from all the shop, so I got out soon as the shit started. I'm looking at the shit, I'm like, damn, this what's going on. Like, sure you really just.
That is my grandma's house, though.
Got you. Okay. We ain't nobody ever see this man's face and none of that shit. Like that. Like I don't know how they.
So you see what he said? So they was talking about Reddit. They asked Lil Rob, you know, do you see yourself on Reddit? He said, yeah, I go there, look. He say, you know, they love, you know how niggas talk. He said they love putting bodies on people. And his little homie out there said, you know, yeah, man, ain't nobody ever see this man's face on no camera or no shit like that. So how they just gonna say that he did this? Nobody saw nothing. That's what the fuck I said. That's why I refrained for I've been seen that they were saying Lil Rob did it. But I wasn't finna do that. Like, I looked at the footage, I'm like, ain't nobody, how the fuck they know? Like, nobody, you can't see who did it. You just see Lil Jeff fall. So I'm not finna do that. Like, so what they saying is, which is Lil Rob and his partners, and they out in Trap City, and they saying that nobody ever seen who did that. So they playing the game like, hey man, I ain't had nothing to do with that. But we know the streets talk, and we know, you know, if it's in my opinion. This is just my opinion now. And it's all come from the internet. My opinion don't mean shit when it comes to this situation. I think he did it. He said right here, he said, that is my grandmama's house though. So that house that young man was running up the steps and Bloodhound Lil Jeff was busting that behind him on his heels, that's Lil Rob's grandmom's house. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying what he's supposed to say. And now while he's saying that, we know why he free. He free because where the witness at? Who gonna say that Lil Rob did this to Bloodhound Lil Jeff? It's no footage of it. None of them niggas over there, people over there gonna say nothing about it. Bloodhound Lil Jeff is no longer with us. So I was right by not saying this man did that shit in those preliminary stages because it wasn't no evidence that he did. And that was like putting the police on. So but I do think he actually, because they were saying he was running and everything. So what I think happened is I think he actually did get, you know, go to the police and this and that there. And it probably was days after, and it was a while after Bloodhound Lil Jeff lost his life. So what evidence would they have that Lil Rob did this? No gunpowder residue, no witnesses, no camera footage, nothing but a blogger saying he did this shit. You see what I'm saying? He free right now on the blog. And I'm gonna tell you something too. Listening to Rob, looking at Rob, I think Rob is somebody that I would like to like. I think he cool. He seems humble as fuck. Like he seem mature. He seem older. He wish he would, in my mind, listening to him talk, because I'm going to play a little bit more, and they're going to tell you how Bloodhound Lil Jeff and them got in opposition to Trap City. I believe he wished it would have never had to come to that. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? And from what they're saying, the reason how Bloodhound Lil Jeff and them got in opposition is something that Bloodhound Lil Jeff did. And when they tell you what Bloodhound Lil Jeff did, and then we see how Bloodhound Lil Jeff rolled, I'm not saying it's true, but I'm saying it's believable. Let's go keep going.
Did what they did, but it ain't one of them.
Okay, because the way ready, this is why I want the club too. They say his dad from down here, Big J, some shit like that. Big J.
Anybody got a
Also, his daddy is the.
Everybody used to hang them. They know what they did.
So okay.
They know what they did.
So okay, the Bloodhounds, y'all was cool.
Everybody got a those my
He stole the chain, bro. We tried like he took it. He stole my own chain.
Who was that South Jazz some shit?
Nah, bro. One of the other guys. This one of the other. This other. Both letting him wear the J. He come back like he got into a house when he was 12. Man, seeing he lost it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how motherfucking birthdays and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah. That was my dog. Like that's my crowd. Like every day. You know that's.
So one of the little young boys out here, he young, he like Bloodhound Lil Jeff, little crew. But they say how Bloodhound Lil Jeff and them got in opposition with Trapcity is because Bloodhound Lil Jeff stole one of the homies' chain. Say he left with it, then he came back, lied, said like the police, somebody took it, this and that, but really he took it. He stole the chain. And that's kind of what broke them, Bloodhound Lil Jeff and them up from Trapcity. They saying they used to hang with them. They liked them. The little young boy up there saying, I used to hang with them every day. That was my crew. He said, but when they did that shit right there, it just fucked everything up. Now I'm gonna say this. I don't know if it's true. This is just coming from their side, but I'm gonna say this. What is Bloodhound Lil Jeff known for? Robbing. He stayed with a bust down rolling. He stayed with an AP. He stayed with a chain. He's known for robbing for jewelry. That little clique there, Vert and all of them. Vert right now is on DJU, and he flossing a stolen watch. So when they say what happened, I don't know if it's true, but it fit the pattern that we seen Bloodhound Lil Jeff exhibiting going forward all the way up till his death. It was about jewelry. The two little boys that allegedly Bloodhound Lil Jeff killed at that school is because those little boys stole some stolen jewelry from Bloodhound Lil Jeff. So when they say the reason why Bloodhound Lil Jeff no longer was cool, or they was over cool with Bloodhound Lil Jeff in Trapcity because he stole one of the homies' jewelry, I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying it fits. Hit that like button, hit that like button. He just say, Marita, he might have saw something different from us. He might know more than us. He might, but it ain't no reason why he should be on the internet telling it before the motherfucking police do their job. You know, that's what I'm saying. You heard this man check, and then due to the situation, that man didn't go over there fucking with Bloodhound Lil Jeff. Bloodhound Lil Jeff brought his little hot ass all the way over there and did what he did. So due to the situation, I felt extra strongly about not putting Lil Rob's name out there when I felt like he was protecting himself, his friends, and all of that. That's what it looked like. And listen to what he's saying. How they even become ops is because Bloodhound Lil Jeff did some snake shit. Do I know that to be fact? No. But do it kind of fit the way we saw Bloodhound Lil Jeff living his life? Yeah. Yeah, it do. Another thing that we always do the police job sometimes, a little bit, but there was a little too much right here. A little bit. We do a little bit, but this was a little too much here. It was just a little too much. I felt like due to the situation, Bloodhound Lil Jeff died trying to spin on some ops. He went over there. You know, them boys was running for their lives. Bloodhound Lil Jeff, man, them boys running for their life. So I felt like, you know, it was a self-defense type thing, like, you know. But another thing, I learned something watching this vlog, and I want you guys to go and look at this vlog. They from Trapcity. Trapcity, they said it's named that for a while. I mean, for a reason. I like this shit new to me. I'm learning shit. They said that they was one of the first hoods to start trapping. Excuse me? They say they was one of the first hoods to start trapping. I got a question. y'all doing before then? For us, from where I'm from Florida, from Orlando, that was the reason for being in the streets. We didn't jump in the streets to do nothing before getting some money. So I'm learning. I'm assuming that it was gangster shit going on with them before it was getting money out the streets. I didn't know that. That's why I be liking to learn. Because for us, the gangster shit come because we out in the streets getting money. Everybody jumped off the porch to get money. Know what I mean? Like I don't understand how would you be in the streets without trapping or hustling, selling drugs, whatever. Like that's what the reason is to get money, but the drugs be a means to an end. But listening to them, it was street shit going down before it was selling drugs. That's interesting to me. That's why they call their name. That's why their name called Trap City. Over there, they known for hustling. They known for trapping. You want the drugs? Trap City got them. They say like later on, other hoods got into that. Interesting. I haven't watched all of the whole vlog. I'm gonna go watch the rest of it once, probably later on tonight or something like that. But I just wanted to enlighten y'all on the little bit of the reasoning, what Trap City say, the reason how they got, how Bloodhound Lil Jeff got to be they are. Because Bloodhound Lil Jeff daddy is from Trap City. Bloodhound Lil Jeff used to be with them, or used to be cool enough to be over them because of his affiliation, his father, and things of that nature. You know, because we didn't know how the blood, because we knew Bloodhound Lil Jeff's father was from Trap City. I'm gonna say this too. Bloodhound Lil Jeff's father has vowed to get revenge on Trap City for the death of his son. That's wild. Because as far as we know, Bloodhound Lil Jeff died trying to spin on Trap City. He put himself in that situation. All he had to do was choose not to go over there that day. He wouldn't have died that day. Karma's a bitch. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Please go look at that vlog. It's on X-Man Rico channel. Shout out to X-Man Rico for going over there and getting us this interview, because for us, for historical purposes, for us bloggers, we needed to see this. We needed to see the other side. We needed to pay attention to this. We wanted to see this. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Please donate to the channel. The Cash App is pinned in the chat. Let us see. Do we got anything else? Let's see. How long we been on here? That look like that's it for tonight, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on all post notifications when you subscribe to the channel. Salute to the new subscribers. I see our subscribers been going up. I appreciate you guys. Make sure that you jump in the chat, share your opinion, be respectful, you know what I'm saying? And so we can get to know you here, because, you know, we've been rocking here for a little bit, and most of the people that come in the chat, we do have we do know who they are. It's like a family over here. It's like a family vibe over here. So make sure that you please donate to the channel. Make sure you please subscribe to the channel. Turn on all post notifications. Make sure you please share the live. Another thing I want y'all to do too. Please jump in the comment section sometime and give your opinion on some of the topics that we go over on the lives. Because when I look down into the comment sections, I don't see a lot of comments. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it if you guys would you know what I mean, just share your opinion. Man, just jump in that bitch and tell us where you're from. Because the comments do help too, because that's an engagement. And it tells YouTube that people are engaging with the content. You know, just jump in there sometimes and say where you from, rep for you, where you from, or something like that. If you ain't really got an opinion, you ain't got to, you know, get into no argument with nobody in the chat. But appreciate it. It's just something that I just want to put a little a bug in your ear for you guys to possibly, you know, help me out on or whatever. But y'all doing great. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. Y'all doing great. I appreciate y'all. We got the views going up. We had 3,002. We had 3,200 views on the last live. You know what I'm saying? And of course the views gonna fluctuate depending on the amount of time that I'm on live and the amount of people that's watching the live at the time due to the thumbnail or due to the topics. You know, it depends on what people are interested in. So the views are gonna fluctuate. But we are on our way up. If you look at the last couple of lives, maybe 4 or 5 lives, we well over 1,000 views, 2,000, 3,000. We getting there. And I appreciate y'all. That is for y'all. That is because of y'all. Y'all engage with the content. And I appreciate that. Shout out to It's Aaron's Way. He's our newest moderator. He's been rocking with the channel for a long time. And he got a wrench now. So he's going to be wiping noses in the chat. So don't come over here with that bullshit trolling. You got to get him some bodies, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You got to get him out the way. Also, salute to Ranche. You know what I mean? Salute to BOOKA600 brother Ranche. He came out his motherfucking cocoon, and it's raining men. Hallelujah. You know what I mean? Don't worry about me, Ranche. I appreciate you for coming out, man. Salute to you, man. You a brave individual, man. Go live your truth, my nigga. Shout out to Chicks 1000, aka the Chick 1K. Shout out to Denise. Shout out to It's Aaron's Way. Shout out to Edie. Shout out to Nate Said It. Shout out to my girl TN Bowen. Shout out to Flyboy Michael 4. Shout out to Nephew for real. Shout out to Audio Crack 22. Shout out to Deputy Eula. Shout out to Silk Foster Jr. Make sure you go subscribe to his YouTube channel and his Instagram. Shout out to Lil Kel Truth Movement. Marathon Kel. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the channel. Tell them these top boys sent y'all. Also, shout out to Dre 6100. Shout out to Invisible Woman. Shout out to Slime Life Max. Shout out to Randy. Shout out to, let me keep going down the chat here. I gotta get back on stream, y'all. Shout out to my guy Joel, man. I appreciate you, Joel. Yo. Shout out to Sky Mosaic. Appreciate you. She was commenting in the chat. I appreciate that. Shout out to my girl Dream Doll. Dream Doll, we want you back, man. We want you back. We coming to get you, Dream. Shout out to Sean Williams. You let them people, listen, you got to come back. You went back to the Pokemon group, goddammit. You know what I mean? We miss you now. Bring your ass on back on here. You know this your home now. Shout out to Conscience. I'm just going through the chat, making sure that I can remember who was all. Shout out to Reading Books. Appreciate you. Shout out to John Tate. Trying to make sure that I can get all about. Shout out Rocky. I'm gonna just say Rocky because that last name is Squeezy. I ain't gonna say that shit. I'm a man. I'm a boy, Damon. Shout out to ZK. Appreciate you. Shout out to Audio Crack 22. Shout out to Yellow Diamond, my Dominican sister. Shout out to Tamara Jackson, aka Peanut. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Haley. Shout out to Angie Baby. Shout out to Street Sweet Baby Strawberries. Shout out to Ghost Powder. All right, that look like that's it, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Make sure y'all have a good evening. Before we get off this thing, I'm gonna say this too. Oh yeah, Sunlight SLK, Sunlight Cloud TV, yo, Inglewood. Also, shout out to my guy, Correll Moore, man. Shout out to Correll Moore. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my guy, SLK's channel, too. Also, shout out to my guy, Anonymous Ones, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel, too. I'm going to say this, too, y'all. You know, yesterday we covered the death of Tan the God. This is the young lady from Oakland, California, who unalived her abusive boyfriend and then started making rap songs about her killing him and trolling his death. You know, she made the song "Smoking on My Dead my dead ex." You know, she put him on the damn she put him on the damn album cover and on a pack of backwoods. It made it like she was smoking. Well, we don't know if she was killed at the grand opening of her beauty supply store, right? In Oakland. And at this point, nobody knows exactly who did this to her or what the reason was. But just looking at the blogs, a lot of them are feeling like this could be get back for the death of her ex. You know, cause she she trolled this nigga hard. Nigga, she went on a interview, she brought a tombstone on the interview with his name on it. Like real shit. Like she had a tombstone. Yeah, this my dead ex right here. Yeah, dead ass nigga. Yeah, she brought a fucking tombstone. Go look up. Her name is Tan the God. Well, she was murdered. She was murdered at the grand opening of her beauty supply shop. And she young too, y'all. Tan the God, I don't think she's 20. I don't think she's 21. Know what I mean? She was making a lot of noise in the rap scene. She could rap. She's pretty. And she evidently she had something going on because she wasn't out of jail no longer than a year, and she had accumulated enough money to do well in her rap career and to open a beauty supply store. Well, she was gunned down at the grand opening of that beauty supply store, and a lot of people feel like it's karma or retribution for the death of her abusive ex-boyfriend. I just want to keep that in front of you guys' mind because we will be covering that story as more information unfolds, because I do believe it's going to be some more information come available here in the coming days, and I just want everybody to just be aware of that. Like, share, comment to this video. Chill.